Cruising with the pen, I'm learning life. My thirst is divine. Words inspire with perfect time. Nurtured right. Them man there be learning lines, rehearsing life. Trust me, far from certified. Acting while you sleep, I'm working nights. I want all the ups to feel like that Jurgen guy on Merseyside.
Yes, guys. Yes, people. Welcome back to another episode of Shameless FC. Yeah, we are a bit late, but you already know what these streams are like. We're never on time, so it is what it is. You guys, that's all flawless of Babs, by the way. They're moving later than Trent at the back post, but it is what it is. Big up, everyone. Check out Jerseys FC down in the description below for all your best affordable Chelsea jerseys. And also use the code CarefreeLewisG for 20% off. Check out Prayer for the Ops as well. Flawless's tune is also down in the description below, as well as the links to everyone's socials and their channels. So, yeah, you guys already know what to do. Like, subscribe, follow, all of that. Yeah, let's get straight into it because it's been a mad weekend. Sam, we'll start off with you. How's your weekend been, bro? Well, I already know the answer.
It's been all right, but you should be thankful we're not going to rep it like obviously Arsenal did for Martinelli with their equaliser. We'll just take it as it is and we move on to the next game.
You know what? That's the most rational response I've heard. I actually like that. Appreciate that. Yes, Sam is also the new Spurs regular as well. So everyone like, follow if you guys haven't done so already. And welcome to the stream, my guy. It is chaos, but it's controlled chaos. Neil, what are you saying, bro? You all good?
All good. Leicester letting me down. Want Rodgers even more out of the club. Kind of going into a cesspit, to be honest. Things are falling apart, but you know, you've got to move with the times, and hopefully we don't lose too many more games because this is not going to be good. But apart from that, yeah, thanks for having me on once again.
We'll get into Leicester, but big up yourself, my guy. Jan, what are you saying?
Yeah, I'm good. Doing all right.
Is that it?
Yeah.
It's just a standard win, isn't it? Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Typical. Last but not least, Ryan, what are you saying, bro? You good?
Shit. Fucking awful, man. Honestly, like, I'm still not over the other day. Wish the season would fucking end already. Yeah, but other than that...
What are you crying about? It's only two games in.
Bro, we'll get onto why there's issues later, innit? I'll get onto the real issues later with this club, so yeah, innit? But, you know, we're not signing anyone, you know, so our owners are happy with competing for top four, I guess, this season, so we'll get into it.
Have you not
later.
signed anyone this season?
Nah, we signed Darwin, innit? But, like, I mean, he's out for the next 3 games.
Didn't you get that guy from Fulham?
Oh, Carvalho, yeah, but he's just going to be a squad player, innit? But, like, we need
Still
a
a signing.
midfielder, badly need a midfielder, but we're not getting one in it, so, yeah, we're fucked. I'm trying to tell Jan, you know, the title's already done, innit? You know, she's actually expecting there to be a title race. There's no fucking title race this season. City will win it by, like...
It is 2 games in.
Nah, that's what I'm saying, innit? Nah, you know
I thought I was negative. Fucking hell, bro.
It's not even the points, bro. It's not even the points. Like, we're 4 points behind with 36 games left. That can be overturned easy, innit? But like, so it's not even that. It's the fact that these 2 games have shown there's genuine problems.
City
that
aren't capable of dropping points.
We will for sure.
Of course, but
and it's the World Cup year, so we'll drop more than we normally do.
Yeah, but we're not good enough to compete this season. That's what it is. We were good enough last season, but not this season.
Okay, so why can't you compete this season, even though you finished a point behind them last season?
Our team's not good enough. Like, literally.
You only lost Mane.
That you did rate anyway.
Yeah, you didn't rate Mane anyway.
I rated Mane, but I'm just saying that people saying Mane is a huge miss is getting overstated. Like, he's not as big a miss as what people think now. But, like, we've got so many players who are underperforming, too many injuries. Klopp's loyalty to players is causing him to make stupid team selections every game. And you know, our midfield depth is atrocious. Well, not depth, but quality of midfield depth is atrocious in it. So, like, I can't see it this season, bro. Legit, like, I don't think we compete for it this season. I think we'll come second. I still think we'll come second, and we could compete for the cups, but I don't see us competing for the title over City still. I think City do it easy, to be honest.
Shout out to Jeff and JM in the comments. I copied their idea.
So regardless if you guys turn it around, if you get level on points to City or anything, you don't think there's any way you guys could turn it around 2 games into the season?
Now that's the thing. It's the 2 games. Like I said, the 4-point advantage can be easily overturned in 36 games. I'm not worried about that. That's not. But it's just the fact that these 2 games and the state of our squad right now just shows that I don't think we're good enough to compete with City this season. There's too many problems at the moment. There's too many players underperforming. I think there's an element of burnout with a lot of players. Is that not just
form, or you think it's something deeper?
I think there's a lot of burnout within the team as well, bro. I think when you consider when we played the maximum amount of games you can play last season, essentially went far in every single competition. It was such an intense season. And I think there's just a lot of burnout from then. I think Klopp's a big issue in all this. He's overplayed a lot of players in that team that you clearly see right now, but he's not rotating them. He's not resting them. He's not dropping them. He's staying loyal to these players who are underperforming. I'll go through them all if you want. Look, Trent's underperforming at the moment, but like he was one of our best players. He was one of our best players last season, and I think it's just a bit of bad run of form for him. But he's been poor so far this season. Robertson, I've been saying for time, he's been below par for ages. He just looks completely burnt out. But Klopp still persists with him. He's still persisting with him when he's got a solid, good backup left back in Kostas Tsimikas, and he's persisting with Robertson. You've literally got the opportunity to rest him, but you continue to overplay him. No wonder he's playing like shit. He's had no kind of rest as well, Andy Robertson, over the last couple of years as well, and he's playing like shit. Fabinho, I've said it for months, and that Fabinho's been below par. You can ask Flawless when he comes on. I've been saying it for time that he should be dropped, but only our fans are only getting onto it now. They've called me deluded for months for saying Fabinho's been shit for time, but now they're calling him out. He needs dropping, but again, Klopp won't drop him. Our midfield depth is atrocious. Like, I'll go through our midfield depth. Thiago is our only world-class midfielder, but he's injury prone and he's already injured. Fabinho being shit recently. Henderson only good as a backup DM. Milner only there for dressing room vibes. Ox is shite. Keita is unreliable fitness-wise and he's inconsistent when he plays anyway. Harvey Elliott's quality, but like he's still only like 19 in it. It doesn't fill me with confidence playing him week in, week out if you want to challenge for major honours. Curtis Jones ain't good enough. Like, yeah, our midfield's just like, yeah, it's just completely shit, bro. And we're not doing anything about it. That's the thing. You're just not doing anything about it. That's the worrying thing. Klopp just seems to think, well, if that's the worrying thing with Klopp, he genuinely seems to think our midfield's good enough to compete. It's definitely not. And then our front three, look, I'm confident our front three will get it together, but our striker is out for 3 games, who we spent a lot of money on now. It's his own fault as well. And who else? Salah's a bit off form at the moment, but he'll get his usual 20 goals plus a season. So I'm not really that worried there.
Say that so casually, bro.
Salah's shit, but he'll get me 20 goals.
We're getting 20 goals a season.
Fuck it.
Yeah, I said I'm not that worried about him long term.
I'll order Uber Eats.
No, but it's worrying because like Firmino's just like he's finished at the top level now. He's just not effective at all. And Jota's injured for like another few weeks. We're literally fucked at the moment. Like I'm not saying.
Yeah, but you got United next. You think you're gonna drop points to United?
Did you think we were going to drop points to Fulham and Crystal Palace?
Yes, everyone.
I didn't think United would drop points in either game, and they still did. Big up, Babs.
Yes, man.
We're just going through Liverpool. Ryan thinks the title's over already in 2 games.
I thought United would drop points.
Yeah, I know, man. Arsenal pulling clear, aren't they?
No, I never thought we were winning the title anyway. I was saying all summer. You can ask for. I was saying all summer to Flawless that we ain't winning no title. We're not even competing for it this season. I literally said we're not going to compete. So my mind's not changed. I know we're not winning a title this season.
What are you guys saying? Do you think it's a 1-horse race already, or do you think we're jumping the gun a little bit?
Nah, I think City, this World Cup's going to hit us, I think, because everyone, apart from Haaland, is going, pretty much, and they'll play as well. Maybe Grealish and Foden will be a little bit rested, but everyone else, they're going to play a lot. So I think after the World Cup, City will drop off. That's what I think, anyway.
Potential comeback for you, bro. Might not be over just yet.
And Liverpool, a lot of
No,
your
I don't-
squad are not going to the World Cup, so it will help. You'll be fresh with
Yeah,
everyone else.
we have got quite a few players who aren't going. I admit that, but I just don't think we're good enough to win it. I just don't think our squad is good enough, and Klopp's just doing bare stupidness at the moment. I said it, like he's just doing stupidness. Like I just got no confidence in him and the team competing this season for the title. I just don't. I just don't. I think there's burnout from last season as well because we went far in all 4 comps. That a lot of these players just look burnt out, and to expect them to go in another season competing with Man City, I think it's asking too much, in my opinion.
You're giving everyone else hope for second, which I
I still think
we'll take.
I still think we'll get second.
That doesn't sound like
we're
it.
still a better team than Chelsea.
Sounds like you think you're in the top 4.
No, we're still better than Chelsea, Spurs, and Arsenal.
Doesn't fucking sound like
We're
it.
still better than Chelsea and Spurs, but because I've seen my team compete. I want to see my team compete for a title like we did last season. We competed. We almost won a quad. They were 2 games away from winning a quadruple. Like at the end of the day, I don't want to just see my team just not compete for a title this season. But I just don't think we will. Doesn't mean I think we won't get top 4 because I think we'll get second still. Because at the end of the day, I think asking Chelsea and Spurs to close, 18, 20 odd point gap in one season is asking a bit too much, I think so. Yeah, I think we'll be fine for second, to be honest. Like I said, the first 2 in terms of results, the 2 results ain't bothering me that much. It's 2 games. It's just the fact these 2 performances have shown a lot of worrying signs in them, to be honest. That's what I'm worried about.
Well, you guys have the perfect game to turn it around. This Man United's at home and they're playing like trash. So I doubt you're going to be worried for that game, at least.
Trash plays better than Man United.
I'm always worried for that game, though. That game, you're always worried for that game. But we should be winning, innit? We should be winning, but I don't know what our team's going to be that day. We haven't even, if Firmino's out, who are we playing as the number 9? We ain't even got a false 9 to play if Firmino's out.
Can't you play Salah through the middle or
something? Salah through the middle, but then Harvey Elliott plays under. I don't know. There's a lot of, and then who plays in midfield? Because Harvey Elliott should be playing in midfield, and we're short on midfielders at the moment. It's all a bit fucked at the moment. And then we're short on centre backs, as well. I think Gomez will start alongside Van Dijk, so that should be okay.
You are back to being in an injury crisis. That's what you get for mocking us last season. You can hold that. Everyone run the likes up as well. 45 likes. I told you, Timo Werner conversion rate. I don't like it. Everyone run the likes up. Right. We've gone through the depressing Liverpool phase of the stream. Let's get on to the juicy stuff. Chelsea 2, Tottenham 2. Anthony Taylor strikes yet again. Fucking hate that eggheads, but we move. Everyone knows my thoughts. I thought Chelsea played brilliantly. Should have taken the win, really should have, but I can't fault the players in this one because I actually thought the players played excellently for long periods, dominated Spurs for long periods and should have won, but bullshit VAR in the 90th minute cost us. I'm not too fussed about the first goal. Richarlison was a bit offside, but I'll give VAR the benefit of the doubt on that one, and I'm not too sure about the Havertz foul, whether it was a foul or not, because different angles are showing 2 different things. The second goal, Cucurella clearly gets his hair pulled. The referee sees it, doesn't do anything. VAR, with their 6 plasma screen TVs, managed to completely ignore that incident. And Spurs score on the next attack, which is what it is. I get Tottenham will take it. You guys hate coming to Stamford Bridge. It's always tough for you guys. I said it would be tough for you guys as well. And you guys still managed to sneak a draw, which fair play to you guys on that, even though it is fucking frustrating. But Sam, what's your thoughts on the game? Because I haven't heard your perspective on it yet.
Well, for starters, I'm not going to say that the ref was ruining it for you, but I do kind of feel like we do deserve to have a bit of a mention in terms of it wasn't just on Chelsea, Cucurella literally studding Romero earlier on. That's probably why he pulled his hair, to be fair, to try and get a bit of petty revenge.
Yeah, I heard he was injured today.
Yeah, it's pretty much the equivalence of a 3-game match ban had he been caught out pulling his hair. So, we still get punished somehow.
Karma comes around in beautiful ways.
Yeah, it was... I know there was some Spurs fans that felt quite confident coming into this game, but, I don't forget last season, and like you say, I will take a point out of that because, to be absolutely pummeled last season by Chelsea, excluding how the league table ended in the end, because we didn't actually finish that far behind you and got into Champions League and whatnot. It's a result I would definitely take out of it. It's quite weird as well, really. I mean, you didn't really have any available strikers, and yet it's your defenders that did the job for you. Like, that's
the way it's always been for us, though.
You worked hard. You worked hard to get those goals, though. I felt, to get your defenders to be scoring them sorts of goals. Like that sort of goal we conceded as well.
That was literally Chelsea last season, though.
Yeah,
like we only got goals from our centre backs and our wing backs.
Yeah, and I don't know. I guess I just wasn't surprised when that happened, like you said, with that being last season. That players like Rudiger, for example, scored against us last season.
Rudiger and Silva scored twice. Like half our goals came from centre backs.
Yeah, I felt like Højbjerg's goal just came from out of nowhere. To be honest, it was. I was kind of expecting it to go wide, but then what the hell, it just goes into the net like that.
Mendy could have done a bit better on it, in all honesty, but I'm not too sure if Richarlison's blocking him or not in the build-up, which is what is. Jorginho could have done a lot better, but I don't want the focus to be on just Jorginho's mistake for the goal, because he had a very good game as well. And everyone just likes jumping on his neck for like the smallest mistake. I thought him and Conte dominated the midfield personally. I thought Chelsea as a team played way better than Spurs, and it's the mental block that I've always spoken about when you lot come to Stamford Bridge. You lot just don't like coming here. You always struggle, regardless of the form Tottenham are in. They come to Bridge, and other than 2018, it's a hard game for you guys.
I think the issue really was that Conte, I don't know, whatever Conte wants to do, he's going to know more football than all of us put together, but he puts the same team really that he plays against at Chelsea, and then you were kind of like you were sort of seeing like the old habits just coming back again when we were playing Chelsea from last season. But I think what did it was when he brought on Richarlison. I felt like he made somewhat of a contribution there, because the second Richarlison came on, he was giving a little bit of work for your defenders, I felt. That's just the way I saw it. I thought as well the issue
higher up anyway, because you were chasing.
Yeah, pushing higher up. But
put 4 attackers on the pitch as well, like.
Yeah.
Going to be more
so I think the fact that Conte changed it up a bit, I know a lot of people are going to say, refs benefited it, VAR benefited it, but I still feel like the changes did have to do something at the end of the day to at least get us a point out of playing really passively until towards the end at Stamford Bridge.
Yeah, like I'm fuming with the result and everything, but I can totally understand you guys being shameless from it, because this is a result that Chelsea fans are going to be pissed about for ages. But it also should give you guys some confidence. Like, you guys came to Stamford Bridge, a ground you guys hate coming to, and you left with a result. In previous years, you wouldn't have been able to do that.
Listen, we can go on about referees the whole time. I've seen us. I literally remember at Wembley when a ball didn't cross the line and Gomez scooped it out, and that goal got given.
Oh, the Mata one, yeah.
Yeah, and then our goal getting denied from last season. But do you know what? That's issues with the referees end of the day. It's the worst. I will say this right now. It is the worst officials to deal with in any league of football. And I think Chelsea fans do have a right. I ain't going to beat around the bush. I felt like they do have a bit of a right to feel somewhat robbed from that game. But yeah, we do take the point. And we play Wolves now without, obviously, Conte, because as well as, your next game coming up, you ain't going to have Tuchel either. We got to talk about their little scrap. We got to talk about that. What's your thoughts on that scrap? Like, who do you think instigated it more? Who's at fault more?
Like, I couldn't get. Like, I don't hate Conte for all of that. Conte's an emotional guy. I already know what it is. But that is the Chelsea Spurs rivalry right there, and I loved it every second of it. Both got red cards. Both were heated. It is what it is. But that's a derby for you. And that felt like if we take the emotion or all the anger out of Anthony Taylor and everything, that's an iconic derby that we're going to look back on for years. It was beautiful to watch. I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Yeah, it was like you said, really. It was what derby should be about, and it was just prime.
Not this little Pep and Klopp fucking love fest that they do.
Don't it? Or Arteta and Klopp just shouting at one another and then go their separate ways and shake hands. Like, you need this sort of thing, like since
Conte on Instagram as well. I was laughing when I
saw that.
I love that. Lucky I didn't see you. I'd have tripped you up. Fucking loved that. That was hilarious.
But yeah, they didn't even seem that fussed about it. They got heats on the pitch, and both of them, from the way they were talking about, it was just like, is what it is.
Oh, do you know what it is? I think they were just being proper blokes about it after. You know, they're going to say shit to their faces, but they're not going to do it behind their backs. Like, I think that's what I gathered from the interviews, and they didn't really want to say anything more to the journalists. They'd rather just like say it to one another again, should it come to that next time, face to face.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to go any further from that. Kind of actually hope it does, because
same.
It just adds another edge to it.
It gets tastier, it gets juicier.
Yeah, next time Conte just needs to look Tuchel in his eyes when he's shaking his hand, and it won't go any further than that.
Well, next time, just let go of his hand and he won't react like that.
No, man. Tuchel at the point. Look someone in the eyes when you're shaking their hand. It's just a sign of respect.
But he did that to Sean Dyche. He literally did that. Have you not seen the photo? Tuchel. Like, he didn't look him in the eyes and just, like, walked past him.
No
like
way.
Promise you. It's a photo.
For fuck's sakes, man. I can't be bothered.
Yeah.
Anyone else
standards
in the
everywhere.
panel got anything they want to say about the Chelsea Spurs game, by the way?
Handbags.
Reece
No.
James at the
Wasn't
back.
impressed by
Goals, just saying.
Yeah.
Well, what was that? No, that's not Ryan talking about the back post, is it? Please don't let that be.
Hey,
Ryan
I'm saying all I heard at the back. What about Reece James at the back post, bro?
Trent is doing that Madeline
his
McCann at
reactions
the
were
back
quicker.
post. I don't want to hear this, my friend. Please.
Ryan, your internet gives up like Trent at defending.
Trent's not on the best of form, but Reece James showed a bit of a weakness. Reece James's reactions at the back post the other day were a bit flimsy.
Why are you talking about the back post? You are the last person here who should be talking about the back post.
Isn't this show called Shameless FC?
Is that the excuse you're going to use?
Did you hear the pause?
Well, it was pretty much an old goal. He wasn't giving us an old goal.
You could park a car in that pause.
Could bill a spliff in that pause. But Babs, what were you saying? Because I think your mic was a bit low.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's low.
Still a bit. Wait, let me change your mic settings. Maybe I can raise it. All right, try now.
No, I'm back. My mic's fine.
yeah,
But it wasn't that. It
better.
was just, my mic's always fine. Yeah, I was gonna say it was encouraging for an Arsenal fan. Chelsea were impressive. Spurs weren't at all. I was not impressed at all. Like, I had expected more. I expected improvements from last season. I didn't get that. So it was encouraging because obviously you're hearing a lot in the media that Spurs and Chelsea are going to pull away, but the Spurs performance didn't say that. The Chelsea performance is the same old. Great performance, but no striker, nothing, no clinical edge. So as an Arsenal fan that's trying to get into that third place as well, I'm thinking, yeah, you know what? There's not actually that much of a gap, if any gap at all. So yeah.
See, here's the thing, because that Chelsea-Spurs game, it's hard to judge both teams. Chelsea played really well, but it's like we always do that when we play Tottenham at home. I've seen us play way worse sides against Spurs, even last season, and we still produce results against them. They always just turn up for Tottenham at home, always that fixture. Spurs as well, it's like, I knew you guys, I've said Conte's done a good job with Tottenham and everything, but I knew you guys were not going to be the same Tottenham when you came to the bridge. I thought your fan base was majorly overhyping Spurs when they came to it because the mental block. You guys just struggle when you come here, and it always happens, and it happened again. So I don't know how to judge Spurs by it, but I also don't know how to judge us because we were shit against Everton. We've been average in pre-season, and we ended last season poorly. I need to see that Tottenham performance in the next couple games if I'm really going to start having faith in what we could do for the season.
If the talk is this is a new Spurs, then this is the perfect time to go to it. Chelsea were not in the best of form in terms of pre-season. Against Everton, you weren't impressive. The fact that that same Chelsea team dominated Spurs for 90 minutes kind of says a lot about them as a team. And I don't want to say it's just a Chelsea-Spurs rivalry. Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. You know, you expect just a little bit more. You know, they had no injuries. There was no excuses to say, okay, this player's missing or that player's missing. It was a matter of you got your first team, you got your signings. Let's see what you can do now. And it was park the bus, hope for the best, and get a lucky goal.
Well against Southampton as well.
No, it wasn't all entirely part of the bus because remember,
It wasn't really part of the bus. I take that back. It was Chelsea making you part of the bus.
Yeah,
it wasn't a
Chelsea
plan to part of the
dominating.
bus.
I'm not disputing
Exactly.
that. No one's
It was a
that.
thing of
But
Conte was getting
Chelsea just had
tactically
full
outdone.
control for most of the time.
Yeah, because Conte was
but-
tactically outdone. Tuchel did a tactical masterclass on him. He put an extra midfielder in there, and Spurs going to cope with it. So you have to give Tuchel credit for that. And look, he coached the perfect performance. His striker, or whoever striker is, Sterling or Havertz, going to take his chances. But for Spurs' sake, I think Fourth is still obviously very realistic for them, but I think the whole title competitors and dark horses, if you're going to Stamford Bridge against a Chelsea team that isn't in the best of form, that doesn't have a striker and playing like that, I don't think you're dark horses for the title.
Well, no.
Whoever said that, by the way,
City are just going to be winning this, though. Like, well, okay, we got a World Cup in between, but realistically, I just can't see any other team other than City winning that. So I don't think we're title contenders to begin with. I think this is just going to be really who finishes in the top four. Secondly, yes, it was a... Wait, where do I start? Okay, yeah, you said something about, okay, this is a new Tottenham, new players. Let's see what they got. And you didn't see like much differences. Well, firstly, we played with the same team and what we got was pretty much the same of what we saw last season. It was when Conte actually made those changes, brought on a new faces like Richarlison, for example, who really played that high line and pressurized that back four. You saw an actual difference there because that's actually how we managed to get the equaliser out of that from a corner with the amount of attacking players that we had in their box and Kane getting a header to that. So I'm going to have to disagree with what you're saying, Bav, saying it's same old Tottenham, because whilst it wasn't exactly Tottenham dominance or a win, to get a draw out of Stamford Bridge after what had happened is definitely a change in my eyes.
Now, it is a change in terms of result. I just think performances matter more.
But towards the end, again, the performances from the team.
It wasn't impressive though.
The
I didn't see anything to say, okay, this is Spurs are taking control. It was Chelsea just kind of losing their control. It was more Chelsea errors that led Spurs to control the game. I'd also say more or less with Spurs, the thing with them is the referee. That's the key, The referee allowed you to get a point out of the game. So it's very easy to,
the referee was also biased against us too. Like the referee screwed out. What do you mean when? When Reece James didn't get the second yellow, when Romero was stamped on by
Cucurella.
Cucurella, yeah. I was about to say Cucurella. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, by Cucurella.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. That's coming out.
I think the point I'm trying to make is obviously people keep saying it's Chelsea-Spurs rivalry, and you can say that. Arsenal, for example, against Spurs at Emirates always win. Spurs win at their ground. It happens. But what I'm saying is against back three teams, it's becoming a common theme that Conte struggles. Against Brentford last season, he struggled. Brighton, he struggled. Chelsea got battered a few times, and even this game, he was battered in terms of the performance.
Two formations. We switched to a 4-2-2.
Yeah, that's the point. But I think against three of the back teams, I remember Conte at Chelsea, and when we played against Conte at Chelsea, we won the FA Cup because we changed to a back three, and he couldn't compete with the back three against a back three. He loses his advantage. And I think it's becoming a little bit of a theme at Spurs, where up against teams that play a back three, he is going to struggle. So I would not be surprised now if in more games we see that back four, back three hybrid. Actually, that formation that we saw Tuchel play, Arteta played against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, and that's how we beat you. You had Saka dropping as a wing back in the defensive phase, and going forwards he plays as a winger. So I think against Conte, if teams do that more often, they'll get more success.
Was that to me or to Sam?
No, that's to Spurs.
Okay, cool.
I was lagging a bit on my end. I could only hear bits of it. But I think I got what you said.
Well, we got screwed by the referee anyway, so it is what it is. Let's see if we've got you and Neil in here. Let's go to Arsenal v Leicester. Babs, a very, very good performance from Arsenal and a good statement as well. What was your thoughts on the game and Arsenal's thoughts for top four as well?
It was an okay performance. I wouldn't say it was amazing. First off, was good. Can you guys hear me, by the way?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. So I was going to say, first off, good control, showed good signs, dominance and stuff, made some good chances. Maybe should have scored 2 more goals as well. Second off, I was a bit more concerned because we let Leicester get back into the game. They had a lot of the ball, but in their own half, which I think spoke about before the game with Neil. So I wasn't surprised about that. They've got some good players. Maddison I like a lot. But I think if Arsenal want to be in, the Liverpool Man City category, which is the next step, obviously get top 4 first. But after that, I think you have to be dominant for 90 minutes. And this Arsenal team right now has enough quality to dominate 45, 30 minutes. But past that, they kind of just drop off. They become a little bit less aggressive. And if you want to be like Man City, these guys for the full 90 are running all over the pitch, pressing and harrying the opposition. So it was a good performance. But it just goes to show that Arsenal don't have to be at their best this year. But with the attack we have now, we can score 4 goals and still win the game comfortably.
Yeah, Neil as well on the other side, like another I don't know if you guys lost your first game or not, but I don't think
Feels
you guys
like it. We dropped a 2-0 lead at home.
So what's your thoughts been on the game, bro? Sorry, I haven't checked out the last 2 games. Won't lie.
We were shit. And the thing is, what I was saying, I think in the first 15 minutes we were competent, and then it was just Arsenal again, the more aggressive team. They've shown more fight, more desire, and half the players. Bearing in mind, this is we've been talking again all over the summer, pretty much since January, that we've known Tielemans wants to go to Arsenal, and this was his opportunity in front of the Arsenal crowd and the manager and everything to show what he's made of. Didn't perform at all, nowhere near levels, and it's pretty pathetic from a lot of players. Fofana seems like he's down tools, and Diddy looked under par. Arsenal were, again, considering that the managers where they are, and Arteta just starting his career in management, and how much Brendan Rodgers has won, we were second to everything. We weren't good enough. But the first 15 minutes were okay, and just overall, it was just shit. And for example, Arsenal basically gifted us an own goal in the second half. Then within a minute, they've gone and scored on the other side. Just shows you how our mentality is in the mud. And the same thing happened when we scored the second goal. When it's 3-2, you're thinking, okay, we could potentially get a draw out of this game. No, a minute later, they go and they concede again. And part of it is how clinical Arsenal was. But at the same time, I'm not having it from Leicester. We know we're a better team than that. And the manager's given up. He was praising Arteta and praising the form that he was in and the players that they've signed, and it's just pathetic, really. Not in terms of Arsenal, in terms of what he's trying to do.
Could Rodgers have done anything better with the way he set up the team, or the tactics, or the subs, or anything?
He's not bothered. He's not bothered. He's like, I'm going to take a paycheck and dip. His energy was just like, yeah, not whatever.
So and it rubbed up onto the
players. He's just waiting to be sacked at this point. Fofana's running a riot again. Martinelli Fofana was a perfect example. Sorry?
Did he play well, by the way, Fofana? Well,
as you can answer that as an opposition fan. Like, Martinelli was great, but Fofana made him look even better. Like, Martinelli's a great player, and he played really well, but Fofana, nowhere near.
Maybe he was trying to get his price to go down.
Yeah, it's not going to work.
Yeah, let's
15
say
minutes.
Let's say that.
Well, you should have done it at the beginning of the window now. You know, the closer it gets, the more it goes up. You know how it works. We work like the mafia here, bruv.
Okay, well, that might be Fofana's last game, potentially, depending on how quickly they speed up negotiations.
He's not worth £80 million.
He signed a 5-year deal in February or something, so it is.
He's a good defender, but he's not worth 80 mil. I don't know why you
think he's worth 80 million either, but I think we have to overpay.
Yeah, for Leicester, he's worth 80, of course, because Leicester want the most money, but Maguire wasn't worth 80. Man United paid that. I think Chelsea are a bit fixated on not the wrong targets, but just players they think are big names. You got to take a leaf out of other teams. Yeah, exactly. Well. They're overpaying for big names. Go out there and use your scouting team and actually scout some players. Because Chelsea do this too often. They just sign big names for the sake of it. You're doing a United. Go out there and actually use your scouts, who are very good at finding youngsters or at least other players that aren't as known. I think Chelsea.
We're having a complete change of our backroom staff. Like, we just.
Well, then you don't spend £300 million with that happening, do you? That's just stupid.
Well, the only players we're going for right now are direct Tuchel targets. That's the only thing we can do for now.
And what if he's not here in a year's time?
Like Lukaku.
What?
What if he's not here in a year's time?
We're about to re-sign him to a new contract.
Bro, you never know with Chelsea. You never know.
Shit, bro.
No, but I get that mentality, but that would be for the old regime under Roman. It's a new regime with a new owner who isn't going to sack managers as quickly as Roman would. Tuchel's going to be given a lot of time with the squad. Unless we finish like 10, 15 points out.
I've heard a lot of Chelsea attackers aren't happy with Tuchel.
What? Say that again?
I've heard a lot of Chelsea's attackers are unhappy with Tuchel at the moment.
Oh, that's shit.
I think the system isn't
I don't know
getting
why
the
they're
best
talking.
out of it. Is it maybe just a bit of Tuchel attack?
A lot of Chelsea strikers want to leave because they don't.
Well, Lukaku scored in his first game. Timo scored in his first game back.
Yeah. That Werner goal was fugazi as fuck. That's not like the most bundled.
No,
might have to release Cho as well.
I'm not hearing that. Like, these attackers are fucking shit, and Tuchel is not the problem for them. I'm not hearing none of that.
Yeah, but surely he gets to a point where you've signed all these attackers, and he's been given attackers like Havertz and Werner, and he signed Lukaku, for example.
Tuchel didn't ask for any of them.
But Lukaku wasn't a signing then.
He wanted
Lukaku was a
Lukaku
forward
apparently,
signing.
didn't he? I thought he
Tuchel
wanted
just
Was
said,
it?
okay.
Didn't he take his own responsibility? He literally did an interview where he said, like,
Tuchel was happy
Yeah, he
to
took
start the
full
season with
responsibility
or
for it the other
without
day.
Lukaku.
I saw
He
that.
was happy to start the season with the same squad that we won the Champions League with no changes. He was happy to go
Look,
into
I think he's a very good manager, but I think he's getting a bit of a free pass here, just a little bit.
For what? For the attackers? We've
He's a
got
top
terrible
Yeah,
manager.
man. Listen,
He's
your
got
attackers are not
he's got
terrible,
Pogba
but the
for
way they
attacking
attack is if they're like
Would
championship
you take
attackers.
any of them
I'll take Cho.
other than Sterling?
I'll
I
take
take
Cho.
Sterling.
Take Cho then.
I would. He can be
Nah,
in the bench
Cho
for
fit.
Arsenal.
If anything, you guys are linked with him. I swear you guys are
We are.
were linked.
But
to
see,
taking
that's what
him on.
Arsenal are doing. Arsenal, the reason why we're improving as a team is because we're targeting profiles over names. So Cho's to you guys are like, oh, Cho's is an awful player. But if Arteta
No, but
thinks he's the
we're-
right profile, we'll sign
I
him.
feel like we're targeting profiles as well. But for
The signings that
but
you've
for
made,
Fofana,
I don't
still
know,
think
man. They're
it's
just
kind
big
of
names that are
I
expensive
do feel
signings. You know what I mean?
Ziyech
Like
is
De
I
Jong,
understand the
Rafinha,
point
da da
you're
da.
making, though. De Jong is the only one where I feel like we're just kind of jumping on.
I
an
do feel like
opportunity.
Ziyech is a victim
Everyone
of
else
the
is seen
system.
as more of a direct Tuchel pick.
I don't know, man. I kind of think Chelsea's transfer plan's a bit unclear. 1 minute you're hijacking De Jong, next minute you're hijacking Rafinha, then it was Kunde, then it was this, then it was that. When you change your targets that much,
Kunde was more of a Marina target. Rafinha, that was us trying to hijack a Barca deal. Everyone said we were hijacking Barcelona, when in reality, Barca had that deal sorted for months. And we just thought because their financial situation was a bit iffy, we could jump in the middle of that. And it didn't work out. Kunde was a Marina target, not a Tuchel target.
Aubameyang, by the
That's
way.
why as soon as
How can I
Marina
forget
left, we
Aubameyang?
dropped our interest. Yeah,
How can I forget
I did just
that's
see
a prime
we just
example
able-
of a big name, not a right profile.
No, Tuchel said he's the perfect profile of striker that he wants.
Fair enough, then.
That's exactly why I said, because I was like, you're saying no to Ronaldo, but yes to Aubameyang. It's like, all right, but he said he wants Aubameyang, and I'll take a goal scorer, any goal scorer over what we have, so I don't care too much.
Fair enough.
But we've spent this entire window, the main first half of it was clearing up the mess that Marina left, because we let Rudiger leave on a free, we let AC leave on a free, we needed 2 centre-backs in. So we brought in Koulibaly, which was actually on a really good fee. I'm not surprised, I'm very surprised we didn't have to pay more for him. Fofana, we're going to have to overpay for, but we seem like we're willing to do that, and it's not my money. So, okay, he's still a very good long-term investment for us, and it's still a quality centre-back.
It's not a long-term investment.
Go
Look what he
into
did. Well, look at the way he's trying to leave. He's literally from exclusive. He's actually not trained for the last couple of days. He's trying to throw it, he's throwing his towel in to try and get his move over to Chelsea at the moment. However, he did exactly the same thing to St Etienne before he left to Leicester. He's agreed personal terms. He was begging on social media that he wants to join. Chelsea is not the final destination. PSG, you're looking at PSG, Real Madrid, Barcelona. They're where he wants to be, and he will do exactly the same thing in a couple of years to you guys. And this is just me being completely transparent at this point in time.
But Barcelona, you say?
He will go to another team. He will go to a
You're
top.
a
Oh yeah, I
bastard.
just clicked on it. But to be completely honest with you, Lewis, this is not his final destination. You'll pay the 80 mil, and then he will throw a strop in 2 years' time and try to do the same thing. Because he's doing it
Feed it
now.
for
He's done it
Chelsea.
twice for 2 clubs,
And you said
Chelsea
he did it
is
for
a
St.
stepping stone
Etienne
again.
as well. See,
Go and have a look. Honestly, man, Google it yourself. But
it is
trust
a bit of a red flag, though. I do hear what
he
you're
signed
saying.
a contract in March, and he's already thrown in the towel.
And you guys were more willing to let him go next year as well. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Maybe you will do that. But we're going to have him on a 6-year contract. So if he's going to force his way out, he's going to
We've
make
got him
sure
on
that
5
we get
and he
the
still wants to
right
leave.
money for him. So I guess we're just going to have to hold it anyway, because Fofana looks likely to be joining us. The fact that we're still trying to negotiate and you guys want 80 to 85 mil means we're very likely to pay that sort of amount, because you lot won't budge. I already know that. So we're eventually just going to have to relent and pay that.
And also, we don't need the money.
Yeah, but here's what I'll say, right? What was Chelsea's priority going into this window? A new centre-back or a new striker? Because I think you're defensively you're calm, even what you have right now.
We needed to sort out our attack, but Tuchel
That's
wanted
fine.
to fix the defence.
But the defence wasn't as bad as the attack was, though.
3 best centre-backs.
Yeah, I hear that. But you could sign players worth £40 million and then spend that 60 on a striker. But then spending, I don't know, maybe if you spent 30 on Aubameyang and then spend 80 on a centre back, I don't think centre back's your priority. I think you're calm
hear
there.
that, but
You can sign a player there, but not 80 mil worth.
The base of our Chelsea squad over the last 2 years was our centre backs, our back five. That's why we were so strong. We won the Champions League and conceded the least goals out of any Champions League winning side in history. It was mainly based off our back five, which is why I get it's annoying because I want to sort out our attack. I fucking hate our attack with a passion, but we have to sort out our centre backs. We let
No, you
£100 million
do, but it's a strength for Tuchel.
go for free.
Whereas an attack isn't a strength. I think your strength is defense. So no matter who you sign, you'll be good defensively. But going forwards, you just don't have an attacker that takes chances.
Nah, 'cause
So what you're gonna have is more performances like Spurs, where you're gonna dominate teams and be fantastic, and then you know what I mean.
Aren't good enough. Like Chalobah hasn't been consistent for a season. Sarr hasn't been consistent. Aspi is declining respectfully. And those are the three we'd have to rely on if we don't get two centre backs in. So
I understand why you want a centre back. But I just think if you're going to sign a premier signing and have a majority of your budget on a player, it'd rather be a forward than a defender.
I get it, but we managed to win the Champions League without forwards, and I don't see us as title contenders whether we get all the signings that we want or half of the signings that we want, because we either have too many players to integrate or we don't have enough depth in the squad. So it's one thing or the other. So we're not winning the league. We focus on the cup competitions, and defensively, as long as we are solid defensively, we are strong contenders for every cup competition, and I mean the Champions League when we add that as well. So if we bring Fofana in, I believe we become Champions League contenders still as a result of that. We're not favourites or anything. There's still plenty of other clubs who could potentially have more of a chance than we do. But as long as we sort out the back five, top four is guaranteed, and being strong competitors for all of the cups are guaranteed as well, as long as the back five is sorted. Tuchel seems happy with the midfield, so it is what it is. The attack is just the attack. I mean, we'll probably get a Aubameyang or someone else in there. I hope to God we actually move for Zaha. The fact we haven't already moved for him is ridiculous, but it is what it is. Well, what's this you put up? That's why I've committed.
So this was Fofana signed new contract 7th of March 2022. This is what he was saying. So again, don't be surprised. This is why I've committed my future.
I want to achieve more with the club. There is a lot of talent here, and still a lot more we can do together. Oh my gosh. That was again, 5 months ago, by the way. Oh, boy.
Yeah. So it shows you, again, he's doing the interview and things like that as well. So I'm saying this separately, but again, it's the player that you're signing. And we know that Fofana he's not loyal at all. And he's prepared to throw everything out to try and get his move at the moment. He's done it before. So this is just, as a technical player, fantastic. Mentality-wise, shit. So this is just something you got to bear in mind for the kind of player that you're getting. He's went from one of our favourite players to potentially one of the most hated players in the squad. And even against...
What was the vibe around Fofana from the fans on Saturday when you guys were at the Emirates? Because I did see him have that long applause to you guys at the end of the game.
But that was because he was going to walk down the tunnel. Brendan Rodgers turned him around and goes, "You go say goodbye to the fans," or "You go and clap the fans off." And then he went out and then went to the forward. But he was going to go straight down the tunnel. Wasn't going to say goodbye to the fans at all.
Would he get booed if he was playing at the King Power?
I'm not sure. Because of all this what's happening at the moment, no player is bigger than the badge. I think we all have that for our clubs. But if you're going about this the wrong way, but the thing is, Brendan Rodgers will continue to play him, and because of his stubbornness, he'll continue to play him. And he is good, but he's...
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. The thing is, the truth is, against Southampton, we kind of knew these rumours are coming through, and I was sending you, Lewis, separately in terms of he's then removed all Leicester City from his social medias. Then he's tweeting about Leicester City,
yeah.
And it's just, and on his story he's mentioning Leicester City and I love this club, and there's all sorts of mixed messages going on. I'm just I don't know what he's doing, man. But anyway, we're going to stick to our budget. You meet our price or put up or shut up kind of thing. So if we lose him, we've got our targets we want to get in. Just like Tielemans, we've got our targets that we're ready to sign. We just need these players to go so we can get our way in.
I mean, you guys are going to get 80 to 85 billion out of it. At the very least, it means you could strengthen some areas before the end of the window. Like,
He's going to give
do
us
you
a lot
think
of
you guys
time.
could do
And
with that?
we
But it
saw what
depends
happened
on
with
if Rodgers
Maguire
plays
to
or
Man
not.
United because they paid the lump sum up front. Luckily, we had a backup in Soyuncu that was ready to go. But we went to Nathan Ake, we went to Lewis Dunk, we went to James Tarkowski, and they all said 40 mil, 50 mil because they know we got the money. So it doesn't always. I'd rather us bring in a player than get rid of him.
Also, what's important to note is because Rodgers' future is a bit uncertain. How do you
Uncertain,
convince?
he's dead. He's
good,
gone.
Yeah. So how do you go to a player and go, right, this manager might not be here, but we're going to sign you anyways? Like, how do you get players to commit to that project?
It's a weird one. I don't know what that's talking about, but
Oh yeah, that was from a while back. I forgot to bring it up. So that's
okay.
What's like last season or something?
Yeah, I don't know. He says, Babs, wake up. We're going nowhere with this manager. Well, you guys will see at the end of the season, innit? And
think the
Citrus
new episodes are all or
Fofana
nothing
just
about
wants to win
tonight.
trophies. I don't know. The way Fofana's moved was
he's
saying
won a trophy
Etienne
with
and
Leicester. What's good? He's won a trophy with Leicester,
I
but
don't
also
know.
the thing is, Lewis, you know me. I'm just being honest and looking at the way he's throwing his toys at the pram now. Don't pretend like he'll do the same thing to you in 2 years when he's done it 2
Because
years.
we had
just
Courtois who
Etienne.
did the same thing. He snaked out Genk or whatever his old club was to join us, and then snaked us to join at Real Madrid. So
And
I wouldn't be surprised. Like, you're bringing a very good point to the table, but
It's just
Tuchel wants
also it's
him and it is
preparing you
what
for
it
the
is.
future of what's inevitably going to happen if it's happened twice before.
exactly.
Centre-back
If a bigger
problems.
club comes in-
Not my club.
Yeah, you did.
This is Marina's fault, by the way. So yeah,
We
fuck
got
you,
Saliba
Marina.
in it.
Yeah, how was Saliba, by the way?
Oh, no goal.
Yeah, give you. See, that's we were playing so good. We had to give you a goal to make the game interesting.
Legit. I mean, he's our joint top scorer at the moment.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
but now he was.
tabled the 22 mil bid for Aubameyang out of nowhere.
crazy.
What's the source?
No,
What's the source?
Gerard Romero, good Barcelona source.
That's crazy.
They brought up
That's
a while
so
back
stupid.
during the stream.
So
We need a
stupid.
goal scorer.
Yeah,
So
he's
I'm not too fussed. I'm
bro.
really
Just
not
give
too
it. He'll score on his debut. Your fans will be gassed. Give it. I'd say after first 5 games, you'll see what I mean. He's a good player. I love him as an Arsenal player, but with what your fans keep saying for what you want from a striker, if it is just a goal scorer which is not involved in the build-up, that doesn't press at all, doesn't work hard, he's perfect. But there's a reason why
Get
Barca
Ronaldo.
replaced him. Yeah, there you got. So you could have Ronaldo, who is obviously a better goal scorer, which makes no sense. If you're going to sign a striker who's actually
I
available,
think
as well, by the
Ronaldo,
way.
it might be because of his issues off the pitch and his ego and all of that.
Yeah, but
which,
Aubameyang's
fair
kind of the
enough.
same, isn't he? Aubameyang's got off. That's why he left Arsenal, was because of off-field issues. Because he's turning up
Yeah,
late all the
but
time. So
I'm sure
from
him
what
and
I saw-
Arteta's issues were different with other managers.
I don't know. Maybe
I think
maybe
it was
two.
a personal issue with the manager that, like, kind of.
Yeah.
Like,
No, it wasn't a personal issue.
attitude.
It was a matter of he kept on being late. Arteta kept note of it and said, "You're the captain." And I think when he signed the new contract, they agreed that this will not happen, and so it kept happening. So this is like, okay, this gets to the stage now where if you're gonna give this massive contract, you can't keep doing this thing. So if Tuchel can manage that and get the best out of him, he's a great player. But if he
That's what I
can't,
meant by person. Sorry, carry on.
yeah,
But
if you
Tuchel
can't,
could be the
and you're
best
spending
manager.
25 million pounds in him, if you're spending that sort of money, you're not signing him on a 1-year contract. It'll be a 3-4 year contract. He's 33 or 32 as it is. So I don't know if you're trying to get him to play to 37 or whatever, but it's
No,
a
he has
short-term
to be a
signing.
short-term thing.
If it was a loan signing, I think it'd be amazing. But as a 25 million pound signing, bro, there's probably plenty of strikers you could sign that are 24, maybe 23, that are probably better for the long term as well, and could help you right now. I think that's lazy scouting.
Lazy scouting. That does sound like Chelsea, doesn't it? But I wouldn't be too surprised if that. Tuchel says it's the perfect transfer for him. That's the thing. This is 100.
Do you know you'd love to have right now? Your team would love to have Tammy Abraham.
I did say I was one bummy season away from activating the buyout clause that comes in next season. His numbers are still better than our forwards' numbers, so I wouldn't even be too shocked by that. Ivan Toney's another one who really sticks out.
Where do you? That would be a good signing. Where do you think your attack ranks in the top 6?
What's the buyout clause for Tammy Abraham before you answer Babs' question?
65 mil next season.
Okay. Go on. Carry on.
Babs, what were you saying?
Where would you guys rank Chelsea's attack in the top 6?
Bottom.
6.
Bottom.
I
I'm
don't know,
a
you might be
Chelsea
5th.
fan.
You may be 5th.
Maybe.
Sterling and that.
Maybe.
When Marcus Rashford's starting for the other team, I don't know.
You may be 5th, exactly.
Oh shit,
Lewis, you may
Raptor
be
plays,
fifth.
didn't it? Yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
have Ronaldo, who I want.
Alright, we in the same boat because never mind. Let's
Actually,
say-
United and Martial, though.
Maybe we're
Martial-
Yeah, but the only
Never
person that
mind.
doesn't want it is Man United.
I'm not saying nothing in it. Never mind. Never mind in it.
Nah, but Martial and Sancho get into Chelsea's team. Let's be honest.
Yeah, you right, Ryan. I can't believe
So
you.
no, Chelsea's
Yeah,
six.
yeah.
Yeah. Chelsea's is six.
Who's Chelsea's right
smart.
winger?
No,
Yo, this is me. Yo,
Who
this ain't
is
even
it?
me. Yo, this is
Fucking
this
hell.
is
It's
Mason
Sterling your
Mount,
left winger or right winger?
Oh, it's
This
so
is
Mason
shit.
Mount.
This is awful. Yo, I can't believe it. Yo,
Mason Mount
Ryan
not playing
might
up
be
front
right.
three.
You're attacking good
Ryan,
bro.
baby.
No, but you
right.
can't say that Martial is better than Havertz, is he?
Yes.
Yes, he is. Martial
Havertz is that bad?
Yes.
You might as well sign Lacazette then.
Martial is better than Havertz.
As much as Martial annoys me in that, he's not as bad as Havertz.
Bro,
He's not as
Oh
bad as
my
Havertz.
God.
And Martial
big
annoys me.
questions have to be asked.
And I wanted to just leave it there because it's like I don't want to compare.
Lewis,
Wasn't Kai Havertz the next
Lewis,
Thomas Muller?
I did criticize.
Yeah,
you when
he
you
is. He'll
went-
go to Bayern Munich in a year and Ramdonta his
Yeah.
way to a fucking good legacy or some shit. I don't know, but I don't know if it'll work.
I was very critical of you for wanting Ronaldo, but then having watched your attack, I understand it.
Bro, our backup striker starts for Chelsea.
Ronaldo on the end of that Reece James
Chelsea's
cross
attack
on
is so
Our
Sunday.
backup
Can you
striker.
not-
Yeah.
Our
Yeah,
third
yeah.
striker starts
Bro,
for
Leicester have
Chelsea.
got better strikers than Chelsea have.
Bro, I think Newcastle do. Newcastle have a better attack
Nah.
than
Oh,
Chelsea.
that's a good
Maximum
one.
I'm not sure
Chris
about
Wood,
Newcastle.
Chris Wood.
I don't know if Chris Wood starts for Chelsea.
That's a bit.
No, say Maximum and Callum Wilson. Callum Wilson gets in Chelsea's team.
Say
all
Max-
day.
What was the
Sometimes
years?
nice and
What
all
years
that,
were
but
Chelsea were
don't
linked to like
do
big
well.
man strikers? Well, there was one year. Who was that striker
Oh,
Chelsea
it was
wanted to
that
sign
year,
under
was it
Conte?
under
You ruin strikers, don't you?
Wood.
Was it Chris Wood?
No. We buy bummy strikers.
Ashley
It was the
Barnes.
No, there was a
Wood.
striker that
Wood.
Chelsea wanted to sign. Was it Chris Wood
Higuain.
under
It was one
Conte?
of the-
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it
it was one
was
of the Burnley
Callum
strikers.
Wilson. It was Wilson in
It was
2019.
no, it wasn't Wilson, man. It was Chris
It was
Wood.
one of the. It was Chris Wood.
It was a
Yeah,
dual
no,
striker
Wood.
under
Ashley
Conte.
Barnes.
Under Conte, Ashley Barnes.
Ashley Barnes.
Ashley Barnes. Oh my.
Barnes, yeah.
Yeah, Chelsea just don't have strikers.
Fuck me, what a
Chelsea
bad
no
era
strikers.
that was.
Oh, Chelsea is stupid.
Would you take Ashley Barnes now, Lewis?
Yeah, I
No.
think he'd start.
No, it's not that. But plus, fuck Ashley
old's
Barnes.
Ashley
It's the whole
Barnes?
reason why Matic dipped.
Ashley Barnes is like 33.
Ashley
Oh,
Barnes
I'm just
killed.
older.
I was
Killed
posing the
Matic.
Yeah, but he's got the
Good.
passion and desire. He did work perfectly for Tuchel.
Aye, Lukaku had passion and desire on the pitch. That don't
Did he?
mean shit.
Holy
Yeah, he'll
did-
give
Like,
defenders
he
a
is
hard
pressed
time,
after
bro.
every goal. So I don't know if that counts as passion and desire. It's just he didn't have any work rate.
It's mad though when
Yeah,
you
no,
deep it.
ours
Spurs have
go
got
away.
Kane, City have got Haaland, Arsenal have got Jesus, and then Chelsea have...
I put Jesus in there like you would have noticed. you know?
Brian's got a red card.
I've put in there because he's in that, he's a good striker. He's a
You
top
ain't
striker.
Slick, Babs.
Pull it.
Babs, you ain't slick.
Where does Jesus rank in the top strikers in the league? Go on, tell me that.
You ain't slick. No.
I ain't slick, but you're bottom of the league.
Yo, you ain't slick. Nah, this ain't about us. The way you just tried to put Jesus' name in there with Haaland.
No, I'm
is
not
very
saying he's
superior.
at that
And
level,
Kane.
but if you talk about
Yeah.
strikers, we've got a good striker, they got a good striker, and then you've got who?
Yeah, he's never mind.
There's
Sure.
only
That's not what he
two
said. He
quality
didn't say,
strikers
don't let
Sure.
him get away with it. He said good
Sure.
striker. He was just saying the best strikers in the league. He can't
Yeah,
say
like-
good
Yeah,
striker.
he is.
That's
No,
like-
but
it's
Jesus
two
is.
different.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
and that lets-
Where do you think
that lets-
Jesus ranks in terms of the best strikers in the league? What,
Babs,
top
and that
five?
lets you know the level of strikers. Because when
Yeah,
you do
he's
top
top
five
five,
in
he's
Europe,
top
Lukaku's
five.
in there. When you
Lukaku's
do
not top five in Europe.
No,
He
he's
was.
not.
No, before
No,
the
he's
Chelsea
not.
stint.
He
Of
was,
course
not
he was.
now.
Yeah, but point is though, but it's still the same Lukaku.
Okay,
But
arguably
before the Chelsea stint, he was.
stint. I thought you meant.
He was.
No,
But
but
arguably,
we've
no,
got
he was.
Yeah.
as I said, our backup striker Nketiah starts for Chelsea. That's how bad Chelsea's attack is.
Is Nketiah better than Havertz?
Yes, he is. Trust me.
I'm
he
not
is.
sure if I
As a
go
striker,
that far.
as a striker,
know
he is
it.
better than
I don't
Havertz.
know.
Oh, there's not in the question. Not in the question.
Thing is,
As a striker,
Havertz
he's a lot
can't
better than
finish.
Havertz. Havertz is not a
Havertz
striker.
genuinely
Oh, he might
can't
be
finish.
actually. Yo, Bam might
Havertz
be
is not a
right,
striker.
you know. I might
And I
be
was saying to
joking,
Chelsea fans
Havertz
last
can do
season, taking
anything.
Nketiah.
How much fucking money have you spent?
Didn't
on
Chelsea
Klopp?
releasing Nketiah?
This
Yeah, there you go.
is Mourinho's fault.
And he scored 2
This
goals
is
at
a
Stamford
new
Bridge
Would
era.
you
last
still
season.
see Jamie
It's a new
Vardy's top 5
Yeah.
strikers
That was a
in the
slap in the
league?
mouth for Chelsea. That.
Would you still see Vardy's top 5 in the league? Strikers.
I don't think top 5. Goal scorer is a good one, but I don't think his movement's there anymore.
You
I
might
think
be
I
he'll-
right.
trick.
I
I think
Like
it's still-
Crespo, by the way. Crespo won't no flop.
Bro, re-sign Morata. He's available.
Yo,
I
Morata's a
would
good. Morata's actually a
rather
good
stick a
footballer.
knife down my throat. than
Morata,
bring
man.
Morata.
Listen to the
Morata's
strikers
a
Chelsea
good
fan.
finisher, but
They've
he's
had
a good
Falcao,
footballer.
Higuain, Morata. Look at these strikers, man. Lukaku. Your best striker has been Olivier Giroud.
Werner.
Yes, big up Giroud, man. I
Yeah,
wish we kept him
Giroud.
longer. I wish you bought him 5 years ago. 5 years
You
younger
should
than we
re-sign
bought
him now.
We probably should. he would still be better than what we have. But give us better link-up play, better key moments, everything. But Is what it is. Is what it is. Winter Surf, I already told you, I'm not defending this attack until I see better from them. I don't give a shit. I'll defend my defense. I'll defend my midfield. I'll defend my goalkeeper. Our attack is shit. I don't care.
Big up Surfer as well, man.
I don't care.
Well, even a wonder, bro.
Yo, Lewis.
No, Broja ain't been given enough time, so I can't say nothing about him. Like, he looks all right from what I've seen, but again, still very young, very inexperienced. We can afford to give him time. Cho needs to go on loan. Pulisic's inconsistent. Havertz is inconsistent. Ziyech only fits a 4. Who else am I missing? Mount is an 8. I think that's it. That's it. Bruv, our attack is shit. I can't even sit there. I'm thinking about whether Nketiah goes.
That's a good shout. One of the comments, Mitrovic for Chelsea. Mitrovic, bad shout.
No. I want to see him have a year in the Premier League before I say.
You're going to have him starting for you because you ain't got any strikers, do you?
He's not. No, but you'd rather have Broja over Mitrovic. Broja.
We legit made Mitrovic look good in one game, to be honest.
No, he's a good striker, but Chelsea. No, but look, if you're going to put crosses in the middle, if that chance that Havertz missed on against Tottenham, if that's Mitrovic, he scores. That's 2-0 Chelsea.
Yeah, no, I do agree with that.
Potentially, I just don't want to jump the gun on Mitrovic until I see him.
No. I don't say you should sign him, but I'm saying he's still better than what you have.
No, Broja over Mitrovic, for sure.
Yeah, but he's not getting a start. Broja will go somewhere else. He'll rip it apart, and then Chelsea fans will say the same thing again. Oh, it's happened again. Look at the players that Chelsea have had sold. Guehi starts for them. Tammy starts for them. You know, these are just two players that would start for you right now.
Tomori,
he's a good player. Tomori starts. Tomori definitely starts.
Tomori's a big miss. Tomori's a big miss for them.
Tomori, Guehi, Tammy. That's 3 starters there that Chelsea just sold for no reason.
Yes, by the way, every day, Ivan Toney.
Oh, Ivan Toney's a baller.
We could bring him to the club tomorrow. I'd pay the Uber, I'd pay everything. So I think it's way too late.
How are you manning for Anthony Gordon? By the way, Anthony Gordon.
Yeah, that makes sense.
45 mil.
This is what I'm saying. Chelsea's career mode, bro. No transfer plans, just vibes.
Tuchel likes him, apparently.
Yeah, that's
because he presses in it. That's what I heard. I heard because he presses.
Because you don't spend 45 because you just press.
He's got to have something else. I heard. I'm saying
you might as well sign James Milner then.
That's all I heard.
That's their valuation. And if Tuchel really wants him that bad, he better fucking be good. He better fucking be good.
You paid 60 mil for Richarlison, and they
United and Chelsea are going clown for clown for who's got the worst transfer window.
62 for Cucurella. Shit.
No. Cucurella, Koulibaly, and Sterling have been good transfers. We ain't going clown for.
Actually, the signings Chelsea made already are decent.
How much are you going to end up spending though? If you sign De Jong as well, that's like £300 million or something.
That ain't my money. I don't care. As long as they get me results.
No, that isn't your money, right? But that puts insane pressure on Tuchel.
That's oil money right there.
No, I can't even say that anymore.
Tuchel's hidden treasure chest.
I still need to see a few more signings before I judge. Give him a full squad of players that he has asked for, and then it's like, cool, I need to see the results.
But hang on, are you saying you could spend £300 million and then what's your targets? Like, is it just third again?
£300 million is just the money spent. Like, that doesn't mean we spent that on like 11 players or something. You could say we've overspent
250 and complain about all of them already.
I've had 5 years of Alonso. You can overpay to get me a replacement. That's good enough. I deserve it.
You've got it. Chilwell and Cucurella.
You deserve it.
Yes, I have had 5 years of Marcus Alonso stinking up my wing.
I hear that,
spent 150 mil on
Chilwell. Because I've had to suffer watching that shit.
120.
I think you deserve to suffer, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? The way you
lot can keep suffering. You want to talk about suffering.
Can we laugh at Man United?
I'm a nice guy. You know what I'm saying? And that, like, I don't know why.
Can we please laugh at Man United, please?
No, let's get to
it. That's a happy segue. Let's talk about Brentford.
Yeah, I know we're going to get to it. Let's get to it, innit? Let's get to it, innit?
Shout out to Ballers Best.
What's the question? Oh, yeah, I know.
You are bottom of the leagues.
What's this?
Conceding 4 to Brentford, that could never be my...
He's good. He said they conceded 4 to Brentford. They got beat 4 by Brentford last season, innit? That's what it is.
Forrest, how's it like there, man? How's it like at the bottom?
What do you want to know, Lewis? Answer any questions you have in the sec, Baz. What do you want to know?
I just want to know what happens.
What do you mean? Is that all you got?
I didn't watch the game. I was out.
What happened? Go on. Yo, these players who I've been speaking on this show in particular since the inception of it, since the beginning of this show when it was differently named, same shit. You know what I'm saying? And that same shit. Same players, like simple as that.
Remember
And
when
this
you
is
said
why
you
I
felt
found-
optimistic?
Yeah, I was. You know what I'm saying? And that blind optimism, man, innit? You know what I'm saying? And that just because the last guy was gone, and I'm still in that, like, it is what it is, innit? Like, what can I say? I've been complaining. I've been stating the same thing about these players for the longest. These players are not good enough. So, like I've said it, the mainstays. There's a reason we had our worst ever season last season. There's a reason why normally you don't see me like too pissed. Look at the Shameless I came on when we was talking about the Ronaldo situation. When do you ever see me like that? My head was hot in regards to that situation. I'm not normally like that. My head was fried because I knew I seen this coming. This is why I didn't want him here in the first place. And now Ronaldo's just adding extra to the problem that we already had type of thing. So yeah, in regards to the game, De Gea doing De Gea stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? Fred, McTominay, obviously McTominay came on later on. Bruno not good enough. Rashford not good enough. Ronaldo not good enough. Same thing. I'm saying. And then on top of that, they're not even, the effort levels ain't even there. That's where the optimism came from. Because I was like, yo, you man are good enough to compete. I know that much because I've seen you do it before. But there's just that not only is there a lack of technical skill, which I'll always forgive, I won't forgive a lack of effort. And that's what it is with these men. These men don't run. You know what I'm saying? These men don't close down the basics that I could do on a football pitch. And I ain't no professional footballer. Like, these are the easy things. So that's what happened in regards to these players. And we'll see in it. This is why with the window we've had, I like the 3 players we signed, but we still need more. We still need more. 110%. Whoever will sign. And that's why you see us being linked to everybody. Because I said it. As soon as we got beat, I said it on the watch along after the game. I literally stated, we're going to get linked to every player imaginable in the next week up until this game. Like, go back and watch it and look what's happened. Because that's the PR and the brand that is Manchester United, Pulisic, Dest, Aubameyang, De Jong, Milinkovic, Savić. The list goes on. Arnautovic, Rabiot, whether there's truth to him or not. Because people just throw names out, especially on Twitter, and people just run with it. Elon Musk is buying us. I'm like, what? But that's just, you know what it is. That's just the drama. Yeah,
you guys need all or nothing.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, I said that after.
No,
the
they
break.
just got nothing.
We know that, but we need to see that. We need to see nothing.
We don't need it. You need to see that. I'm not in that weed. That's you lot. I don't need to.
No,
see
you can see how you're negotiating behind the scenes and how you're scouting players.
You think I'm watching that?
Yeah, you would. It'd be great TV. It'd be great TV.
I wouldn't watch it.
Yeah.
I would not.
It
watch
would
that.
be, but I can understand.
No, because then you can actually see
that.
what's happening behind the scenes. And
I
you can
don't
see them
want to
trying,
see
innit?
that. I can see the results. Why do I want to see the method?
You can see them scouting on FIFA to say, okay, this player is good. He's got good players for
exactly.
signing.
I
Why
don't
do you
wanna
need to
see-
see behind the scenes of a dumpster fire? It's on fire, bro.
Because it's funny. Good comedy.
That's all it did. Just say that, bro.
I need more sitcoms in my life, and I think that would be a great
there we
sitcom.
go. The track is terrible. I don't want to hear how it was made in the studio. I'm good.
Fire.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see how this was put together. I'm good. Like, legit. I'm blessed.
I haven't really spoken to enough United fans about this, but this is kind of struck me for quite
There's not
a
enough
while.
of them.
But
They're all hiding. You know what I mean? Where they at?
No, that's true. But like, I'm always seeing like United fans.
We were talking about City fans for a sec, but yeah, sorry.
Not all United.
There's
fans,
more City fans than United fans nowadays.
This whole thing with like the
into
Glazers, that they want the Glazers out. But under this like Glazers regime, whatever you want to call it, you have seen new players come in, new managers, this, that, the other. But like, where do you think? Like, what's actually the problem? Because I don't even know anymore myself. It just looks like one big toxic mess from the board to the players. Like, what's happening?
Okay, are the owners to blame? Like, did they take a majority of the blame? Yes, absolutely. Like I said, I've always said about the Glazers, it's not the issue with the amount they spend, it's how they spend. The people they put in place. If you own something and you employ managers and you keep sacking managers and this place is failing, a place of business, that's on you. They don't put the correct people in position. They don't, even though they spent a lot of money, they should have spent more. Look at us in this window. Look at the last window. As much as we spent, we should spend more. Manchester United generate enough. We're a juggernaut in terms of generating financially. Like, it's self-sustaining. Look at the team.
Brand in football.
Yeah, like, absolutely. Like, wherever you go, like, Manchester United is a massive, it's still a massive brand. So that's where the issue lies. Yes, the Glazers are at fault because they haven't hired the correct people in the correct positions. However, are the board at fault? Absolutely. Have the managers been at fault? Absolutely. Have the players been at fault? Absolutely. It's everybody. Like, that's when I look at the game against Brentford. That's not on the Glazers. That first goal we can see, that's just De Gea doing De Gea. We've seen him do this before. He was at fault for the first 2 goals. Never mind.
But it
Never mind
starts
other
with
goals.
them. They've been doing this all the time. Look
Oh,
at
yeah,
the
yeah,
Showed a banner
because
with like
they've been
Glazers
easy
out
to
when
silence
they
the
conceded the
fans. They've been doing loads of short-term things, like the Ronaldo thing, is a perfect example, to silence the fans, to get the fan base on side, to get for a short-term gain. And now it's all falling down. They're surprised. There are lots of short-term things they've tried to do to basically shut the fans up, and it's not worked. And now it's all come to bite them.
Yeah, because our fans are not serious. Like the majority of our fan base isn't serious
trivial.
about Glazers out. There's no, and everybody's too interested in their own like personal gain, and that's one thing I've realized. Like talking to like multiple United fans outside of Manchester and stuff, how people will put their personal gains, what they personally want, over the best thing of the club. Like people say, "Oh, the board need to listen to the fans." No, don't listen to us. Get people who are qualified. I'm not qualified. Most 99.9% of Manchester United fans and football fans in general are not qualified to tell a club what to do. Go hire people who know what they're doing. Legit that, because that's why Ollie got so long. Because our fan base genuinely thought he was good enough to take us where we need to go. Now my man's unemployed and can't get a job. And that was a genuine debate. And the fact when that was a genuine debate for so long, that's when I knew, like, yo, don't pay attention to fans. So, and I include myself in that. Don't pay us no attention. Go do what's required. If you're successful and do your job and do what you're supposed to do, then that shuts up 99.9% of fans. All we want is Manchester United to be successful as Manchester United fans. That's it. That's the bottom line. That shuts up most people. And that's in there lies the problem. From top to bottom, it is a mess. But on the field, the players are not doing enough. Like I said, all I'm asking the players to do is show effort. All the stuff we run jokes about and laugh about in terms of desire and passion and intensity and stuff like, just close down. That's all I'm asking you to do. Like even the goal we conceded against Brighton, the second goal. Like March, letting March cut in on his left foot. Why? You're a seniors fullback. You don't let him, like, that's just common sense. But it is what it is.
I personally think that, you see, like, you say that there's problems from top to bottom. I think that there is separate problems within the top to the bottom, including the fans. You know, the players, it's not working out between the players for the last few years. It spreads onto the manager. And then you've got the board with its own issues. And I think all this spiral is just like the one big mess and flame, as Neil said himself, that sums up with what's going on with the club. That's how I've seen it the last few years now.
But you know that you spot on. You said it, and everyone from the outside, like opposition fans, rival fans, can see that. And legit, that's what it is. And again, are the Glazers a problem? Absolutely, but that's not an excuse for Manchester United not competing in games. Like under this ownership, since we've still won all of the second-tier trophies. We still won a Europa League. We've won an FA Cup. We've won a League Cup. So that the team is capable. We put enough money in that it's capable.
Fergie's shadow then. Even then, the essence is just coming out.
Yeah, no, we're living in the shadow. But my point is, at this moment in time, I'm just asking for the bare minimum. United spend enough money to go and compete for second-tier trophies because we've done it. We reached the Europa League final 2 seasons ago. Like, we've been in finals. Ollie was in 4 semi-finals, I think it was. The 2 managers previous to him both won trophies. All I'm asking at this moment in time is I understand football goes in cycles. Go and compete for second-tier trophies. Like I said, we spend enough money to go and do that. But it's other things. It's the people in place that are the problem. And like I say, the players as well.
The fans can do anything.
No,
that was one point I wanted to
because we know the biggest problem with our fan base is we don't have one voice we all listen to and respect. And second, we don't have that one person who's the go-to, who's like, all right, this is the guy we all pay attention to. We don't, and the fan base is too worldwide as well. It's too worldwide. Like, how do you get all of us in one place?
I haven't been to Old Trafford myself personally on like away days, but you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I've got the feeling that there might be like some big toxicity within the fan base. Like it's not all Man United fans, but maybe the fact that literally some of them certain chants, and then like I think outside Ed Woodward's house, maybe that negative energy might spread into the squad or when they're playing back at Old Trafford. I could be wrong, but it's an assumption.
You smart. Like the players do freeze because we've seen them in pre-season when everyone was getting gassed and I'm like, yo, it's pre-season, it don't matter. We've seen these players attempting to do the correct things. And then when the bright light, when they're in front of the Old Trafford crowd and the bright lights are on, these men freeze. We've seen these men do this before. The best season we had is behind closed doors when there was no fans. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why United's away record was so good for such a long period of time. Because when these men are under any form of pressure, they freeze. And they're not, and even when they don't freeze, they're not all that. Like I say, that's unforgivable. Skill, again, I'll forgive skill. I say it all the time. I forgive you not being technically gifted. What I won't forgive is you just not trying. And the crazy thing is, the opening day against Brighton, the place was rocking. The energy was good. Like the crowd were up for it. I know people that was there, and I was like, "What was the crowd like?" And man was saying, "Yeah, the crowd was good. Like the players just had to give the crowd something to get up for, give them something to shout about, and they didn't do that. And then when we went a goal down, the game's not over, but the players reacted to it. It's like these man be going a goal down, 2 goals down, and there's no reaction. Like, man ain't arguing. Like, I play Saturday League. Anyone who plays Saturday or Sunday League, let your team go 1-2-0 down. Man are arguing. These man don't argue. There's no accountability. There's nothing. Like, I'm just like,
Take a
crazy,
paycheck, go home.
It's literally that. And then you hear other rumors.
Don't worry,
about this
bro.
stuff
You'll
like
get a
that.
result against us on Monday.
Oh, these mind games. They start.
Oh, Ryan, bro.
I'm not even playing mind games. I'm
I
just.
mean, if you've not met Ryan, this is
You
Ryan.
know what?
This
You know
is
what?
his
That guy's
You know what,
given up
Ryan?
the title
In
in
Ryan,
2
you get me.
games.
The sky is falling because I'm actually like, you know what I'm saying? I hear what you're saying, but for me, it's
I
blind
texted you
optimism.
the other day and you didn't want to hear
did
it.
say
I
it.
said, like,
No, I just didn't
you
want to
could get
talk
a
to you,
result
so
against
I
us.
didn't want to hear
You
it.
were like,
No,
That's
oh,
just
I ain't got
funded.
the energy for
Yeah.
you today, bro. Like,
I don't.
you
I don't
legit
have energy
replied
for you.
that. I was saying you could get a result
that what I
against us,
said?
and he replied, I ain't got the energy for you today.
Is that what I said?
Yeah.
I
Every
don't
day, yo.
blame you, bro. Every day this guy
Mind
is
you, it was
dropping the
before
worst
Monday's
bait in
game.
the
It was
group
before we
chat.
Yeah.
played on Monday.
Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah, man. I just, whatever.
Yeah.
It's Ryan in it. But like I say, blind optimism. That's
Where's
all I have
Jan?
left is blind optimism. I think she's
she's there.
asleep.
He's there.
It's
I
blind
think she's
optimism.
falling
He's gone
asleep.
sleep, man.
Yeah,
Bro,
someone
it's
did
a
City
sleep
in it.
stream.
That's how
What's
far
going
she's
on?
in the title race.
It is. Hey, City are shit in Europe. yeah.
ADB's a
Yeah,
fraud.
yeah.
Hey,
She's falling
Porto.
asleep.
She actually has gone to sleep.
Hey.
There you go. She's
Yeah.
awake.
There we
Just
go.
checking you're alive.
Is always
I
welcome,
knew
man.
she'd always respond to that. You know what I'm saying? Any City slander she gonna respond to. But yeah, that's all I have, Ryan, is blind optimism. I don't know. Normally I'm like, all right, we can do this, we can do that. Maybe try this, maybe try that.
Nah,
I
if
don't
we
know.
had our full
Minus-
team out, I'd say. If we had our
Yeah, of
full
course we
team
get
out,
full
I'd say
team.
I'd say like how many
Yeah,
we
but I
really
watched-
buy in it, but like
Yeah, but I watched you
there's
lot
too many
against,
problems
Palace.
for at the moment for us
And I
to
was
say
like-
we're gonna win the game. I think we should win. I still think we're famous and we should be winning the game, but
Are you
we
clop
don't
out
have
if you don't
strike.
win?
Well, Firmino's back, so we'll play false nine. He's shit anyway now.
Yo, Ryan, are you clop out
Our
if you don't win?
midfield's fucked.
Yo, Ryan. This guy ignoring me, you know. Yo,
You know what? It's a
can you hear me?
secondable offense if he doesn't win. I'm
All
being
jokes
serious.
aside,
It's a
are you
secondable
clop?
offense
See,
if you don't win.
are you clop out? Answer the question.
you're
Are you
telling
clop out
me-
if you don't win?
Klopp out.
Nah, I'm not
Answer
clop
the
out, I'm not
question,
clop out.
Ryan.
I'm not
All
clop
right, there we go.
Flawless flaws. His internet's late.
Yeah. It's like
Nah,
trying to back
What's
post, innit?
pissing me off at the moment?
I made that
said
joke
Klopp
earlier.
pissing me off at
Yes,
the moment,
flawless.
but I'm not clop out.
All right, cool. Just making
I'd
it.
say that'd be a bit too far.
But I have to be honest. If you're telling me he can't beat Fulham, Crystal Palace, and Man United,
Yeah, that would be
Klopp
3
out.
games without a win. That'd be brazy.
He be
man.
clopped
against
out,
That'll
man.
be
Hey,
us,
this
bro.
is
it's not
hey,
great
this is
sides,
this
innit?
We've got
This is the
Southampton
biggest-
next.
the biggest relegation 6-pointer in the history of the Premier League. Let's go,
You know
man.
what?
I'm looking forward to it. Let's go.
Do you know what's funny, right? For as bad as United have been, right? If United win on against Liverpool on Monday, they go above Liverpool.
Yeah, absolutely.
You go above us.
Yeah.
They go above
Yeah.
us.
I was speaking
That'd be
to
hilarious.
I was speaking to Lewis about
That'd be
that.
hilarious.
Embarrassing,
I was speaking
bro.
to Lewis
Oh
about
my
Yeah.
God.
That would be
Oh,
hilarious if that
The
happens.
Wi-Fi is that. Yeah. No, I was just saying. I was speaking to Lewis just before we went live, slightly off topic, but yeah. Do you know what? Since the whole theme is like shameless, I'll do like a shameless plug-in. But I've done some TikTok content where I get my dogs to like predict results, like beforehand, or fixtures rather, and both of them predicted between themselves a Brentford beating Man United and both
That's not
Liverpool
bad.
draws. I'm just saying.
That's
Right.
not really the kind of shameless
What-
we do on
what-
the show, bro. But we'll
what-
let it off his first time.
Yeah. New one. Ryan's here anyway. But what did it predict for United Liverpool?
I'm filming that tomorrow.
All right,
You'll
cool.
wait
Let us
until
know
it's
in it. I'm
uploaded.
saying it now. Yeah. Let me know some. I want to know.
Yeah.
100%. 100%.
That's your only hope.
If Liverpool
Yeah.
don't,
Yeah,
Down
that's
to
all we
the
got
dog.
left at this moment.
that
Hope.
is
I'm saying.
ridiculous. Even a draw's mad.
Hope, prayers. You know what I'm saying?
No,
We'll see what
Liverpool
happens.
draw. Like everyone
Listen, if-
was like thinking Liverpool would thump Fulham like that, and then here we are right now.
I know, but like every time I think United can't get worse, they do.
Nah.
So it's
United are
like,
holding 3 L's.
I'd expect
Maybe
them
a draw. Maybe a draw. But even a draw is mad. They're awful. If
Nah, I
Liverpool
think
don't
Liverpool
press them
first
off the
goal will
park.
be fine, but
Actually, no, they
if
got.
we get the first goal, we'll be
Nunes
fine.
off.
But
Yeah, but Crystal
Yeah.
Palace are a well-organised team, so I think they're better organised than Man United are, right? So I
bro, we
wouldn't
should
take too
beat
much
them,
from that
Palace,
game.
bro.
Yeah.
We should. By the
That's
time
not
Palace
better
score, we should have
organised than
been
Man
like
United.
I
Yeah,
think
you
Fulham are
should
better
have.
organised as well.
You
So
should have beat
they
Palace.
should
You
they
should
should
have beat
walk
Palace.
Man United at the park.
You impressed me. You were
We
impressive
should have
when you
been
went
2
down
or
to
3,
10
and we
men.
were all over Palace, and then they get a goal on the
Palace
counter.
to. Yeah.
Yeah, but
I
that's
expected.
football.
I
Yeah,
expected
Palace
Palace
should have
to
won it when
Yeah,
it
come
got
into the
to 10
game.
men still,
They did
yeah.
create them, even though Liverpool were good. Palace did
That
create
was
the better
disappointing
chances.
from Palace. I thought if I was a Palace fan, I'd be disappointed, to be
Pal
honest,
fan?
because
No, to get a
He's
point
in
out
it,
of
bro. He's in it,
Anfield
he's in it,
was
bro.
a great result
You
for
should-
Palace, I'd say.
You know, it's like Ryan. Look at him. Yo, Ryan, you
Literally, it
back?
was the same for me last season when we drew with you 1-1 at Anfield last season. Like, yes, I was gutted, but I was just happy not to have
Yeah.
lost at Anfield. You know what I mean? These places, well, until
yeah,
then,
but
were
I
like
just
really
felt us
difficult
going
to
down
play
to
at.
10 men.
I know,
Yeah,
man.
I
It's
just feel
Darwin
us going down to 10 men. Palace should have.
He comes again.
Do you think? Yeah, there's a bit of
This guy,
lagginess
idiot,
there.
yo.
Nothing.
This guy. I don't think he heard you, though.
Quiet.
I don't think he
Ah,
heard you.
so leave it. It wasn't
Yeah,
important.
ladies, this guy didn't
My
do that,
shit's
bro.
lagging
Oh my
still.
days.
My shit's
He
lagging
didn't.
still. I don't-
Yeah, it's yeah.
Are you lagging
Yeah.
or is internet lagging?
Yeah, my shit's
Well,
lagging.
Brent,
Nah, it's Ryan, innit? It's both, man.
Nah,
I
it's
think-
the
I felt
internet,
Ryan's
bro.
lagging.
It's the internet.
Yeah, it's
All
both,
these
man. It's him
backpost
and
fucking
internet.
jokes you tried to
Nah,
do.
it's
Ghost
not,
of
man.
Trent is
It's
come
not
back.
internet, bro.
See, look,
It is
he's still
peak.
lagging. Look at his dumb face. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it's fine.
No, Sam, you're not lagging.
What's that?
You're not lagging.
Oh, all right, cool.
Oh no, it's Ryan. It's
Nah,
just
it's not
Ryan.
you. It's Ryan. Yeah. See,
there we
it
go.
is.
That's better.
Should
Can we talk about
get
title
some
race
sticky
then?
content now? Yeah.
What title race?
Yeah.
What race?
Wakey, wakey.
You guys beat Bournemouth. As
Pep and
I
Arteta,
think
title
everybody
race.
expected. What was your thoughts on the
Two
game?
games in
now.
this title
No,
race.
kick him out.
Sorry, guys. Just chilling.
She's just ignoring our bullshit. You know? She's just like on her own vibe, her own planet.
If I had 0 problems with my team, I'd be asleep right now too.
The
Exactly.
game
We're about to
was
talk.
good. I think obviously Haaland's kind of doing what I expected him to do, which is score goals, which he did against West Ham, and also occupy defenses. Like that Bournemouth defense was so focused on Haaland. De Bruyne was able to score that goal. He had an extra yard of space that he would never normally get. I know he didn't have many touches, and everyone's like, "Oh, he's Lukaku," but if you watch what he did in that game, he was effective in that game because he essentially kept the whole defense busy, and our midfielders were just able to do what they needed to
We're
do.
just doing
So,
decoy runs.
yeah, it seemed to be.
Shout out Ryan.
He got an assist, which is interesting.
Oh, if you talk about Fartland's 8 touches in one game. Fucking-
Yeah, I'm saying that he kept the defense occupied.
There we
so
go.
he won.
Oh, kept the defense
That
occupied.
game was over
8
in the first half.
touches. Apparently, he only
Yeah.
completed 2 passes, and one of them was the kickoff, man. Like, yeah.
One of them was a kickoff, and the other one was the assist.
Listen, over a 90-minute
open
game,
the
you're only
scoring,
completing
so
2
it's
passes. Like,
That's a crazy
yeah,
stat.
his hold-up play's a bit stinky still. Like,
Yeah, but the thing is, he could have 2 passes, and they could lead to nothing. One
many
of the
touches
passes
did he
I
have?
don't
was
know.
How many
But
touches?
I'm not-
Wait, you
Eight,
only
touch,
made
8
passes.
touches.
It was only
8,
8.
no,
Eight
he made
touches
8
or something,
touches
yeah.
and completed
No
2
one was-
passes,
no
and one
one
was
was
a kickoff.
Hey, give me that
passing.
productivity in my team. I'd take that. But go on, this ain't about.
I
us. Go
mean,
on, carry
this
on.
is the thing. If he gets, it's like Balotelli. Balotelli had 1 assist for Man City, and it won us the league. So
Why you
it's
always-
one of them things.
Whatever, man.
Whereas there's players that have plenty of assists. How many assists has Bruno got? And what's that one you? Fuck off. So it is one of them things. I'm not too fussed. I think Haaland looks good.
Yo,
She's
I think-
choosing
yo,
violence.
you didn't even say hello.
Bruno's
Yo,
catching
hey,
strays.
you didn't-
I
you
reckon
didn't even say
Haaland will
hello.
get found out a bit in big
Oh,
games.
hello,
Hello, darling.
Against
How
Against
are
bigger
you?
teams,
Oh,
he'll
yeah,
get
sure,
found
man.
out
You know what I'm
still.
saying? You don't
What do
love
you
me.
mean? How am
Sure,
I saying
man.
hello when you say
Sure,
shut up?
man.
See what I
Yeah,
mean?
whatever, man.
Put your camera back on, you dickhead.
Yo, chill out, man. Calm down, yeah.
That's what I thought.
No, I
Sam,
just
are you hearing this? This is the kind of shameless we have on this show.
Yeah, I get. I got
especially the person in the top right. You know what I'm saying? Where we move. Go on, Jan. Carry on. I didn't mean to start your train of thought. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. No, it was all right. It was. It's interesting to see. I think now Bernardo Silva's situation has been sorted out. I think he'll play again because Pep's kind of not started him. He didn't start him against Bournemouth. Came on at 4-0. 3-0? 4-0. I think he came on at 4-0. and then he came on at 2-0 against West
You
Ham.
probably still had more touches than Haaland. But yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what he said.
Why are
Doing
you
it
sniggering? Your
ball.
boy got sent off.
Hey,
Yeah,
look,
yeah.
I've already said problems with my boy. I said I didn't want Darwin Núñez from the start.
I
That's
thought you
not me
wait.
writing him off, by the way.
Wait,
I'm
you
not
was the
writing him
Núñez
off, but
defense league,
I
fam.
already said I've got
Wait. We ain't letting you get away
Núñez
with this. You
defense
was
league.
defending him. He was the Núñez defense league. He was like, oh,
Yeah,
everybody's
but
getting onto him.
I
I'm
said
defending
that.
him.
He wasn't
He's
my
got a
first
good
choice.
header on him.
He wasn't my first choice. I'm just
No,
saying.
no, no.
I don't
Forget
think
that.
Núñez. He's a defense league.
Of course, I'm backing
you?
him. Of course, I'm backing him.
Oh, you
but
back it?
already
I was just
said I've
making
got
sure.
Issues
Okay.
with his technical ability.
All right. Okay.
But
Yeah, Jan, is the title over?
Scotland, you know,
Jan.
Darwin Núñez still.
Nah,
has-
It's
not
title
game
over after 2
2.
Jan,
games.
is the race? I'm asking. Is the race
No,
over?
the race
That's
is
all
You're
right.
not gonna say that.
Bro, there's
Yeah,
going
the
to be
race
no
is
race.
done.
Why are we
Not
talking
over.
about race? There's going to be
It's
no
Same
race
points.
this
Can't be
season.
every
Blow
game.
that to Ryan. You
It's
think
done.
it's already dead?
It's
No,
done,
there's
man.
no race.
I
never
hate
said
agreeing
we
with
were
Ryan,
in
but
the
it's
league
done.
anyway.
It's
Florence,
not
you
done,
can back
it's
me
not
up
done.
all summer. I was saying we ain't competing for the
Facts.
title.
As much as it pays me to admit,
Yeah,
yes.
nobody's including this conversation apart from
It's
you.
fine.
So, like,
We've got to
These
win them
two are
over.
just great.
Shouting, man. This guy.
Actually,
Nah,
Jan might be Arteta loving, you
Title
know.
race, isn't it? Is what it is.
What was the Pep and Arteta chant?
oh my word.
There's nobody better than Pep and Arteta.
That's true. I agree.
The greatest
Together.
combination.
Shameless.
Oh my god.
Yo, wait till
It
Europa
says-
League kicks in for Arsenal this season, man. I think that'll be the true
I
Don't
wouldn't
watching
have
it,
said
bruv.
that, but you gotta see
We might see you there as well without strikers.
I ain't even gonna say anything at the moment. We just need to beat them fuckers on Monday first. But I don't even know if. Yeah, I'm not. I'm nervous, man. I'm nervous.
I have no idea why you're nervous, but
Bro,
It is
have you
what
seen
it
the
is.
bro? Like I said, have you seen our midfield options, bro?
have
We
you
ain't-
seen
you
Manchester
got
United?
Firmino who can't
hey,
do
we
a
say
false
about
nine
service,
effectively
relax.
anymore.
Do you think
like,
McTominay starts in
I'm
midfield?
being realistic.
I'm scared, man.
Yeah, does McTominay? Does he get into your midfield, Ryan? That's a good
Fred
question.
midfield
No.
in your
Nah,
don't-
it's
he-
not
he
that
don't get
bad.
in-
Nah,
he don't
nah,
get in that
not
midfield.
that far.
Not that bad.
You don't
Not
get.
that
You don't
It's
get
more
in
Fred.
that midfield.
You will get into
Even if
Crystal
Fred-
Palace midfield.
Fred doesn't either.
He's not a Premier League midfielder, McTominay. He's not Premier League standard. Let's be honest. Like he isn't.
Potentially lower, but it's
Nah,
even
he's
that's
not even
pushing.
that.
He's playing for
even
lower
that.
teams right now.
Harrison
Doesn't
Reed
get
is
much
better
lower.
than him at Fulham. Harrison Reed plays for Fulham. He's better than Scott McTominay.
Interesting.
Miles better.
And you're still worried about a result against United.
Apparently, Maguire's getting dropped. To be fair, it's going to be Varane and Martinez. Apparently, that's what I've heard.
What Martinez getting hooked against
Oh, no,
Tony
so
at
it'll
half
be
time.
3-0 instead of 4-0.
Nah, Martinez weren't as bad as what people made out the other day. Maguire was worse. I thought personally.
Yeah, but he's always worse.
Yeah, but Maguire's shit in
We
it.
told
But
you
like,
flawless before he signed him. But...
Signed who?
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know you then. Just in
Maguire.
general, Man United fans. He had a bit of a stinky season. It was all the hype of the Euro.
Oh,
the
you're talking about
World
Maguire?
Cup.
Oh,
Yeah.
seen.
That's Flawless's favourite player.
You hear that, Chelsea fans? Yeah.
Yeah, no one
Signing
asked you
centre backs
anything.
from Leicester.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Yeah.
More than 8
Nobody-
goals.
nobody asked you
Fofana
anything.
is different to Maguire. I'm sure. Neil
No one
will
asked you anything.
I was
You know what I'm saying?
I was saying if
Relax.
Maguire goes for if Fofana goes for 200 million, Maguire is still the better deal.
he's right.
Yeah,
He's right.
yeah.
Was
yeah,
it like that?
Yeah.
Well, they could be getting Casemiro for 400k a week.
We ain't getting
Hey,
Casemiro.
That's an unreal
Casemiro.
signing.
We're not getting
That's
Casemiro.
an
We're
unreal
getting
signing.
Casemiro.
I'll
We're
take
not,
that.
man. We're not getting Casemiro.
You lot are getting hijacked, bro. It is what it
Yeah.
is.
We ain't getting
You learn from
Casemiro.
Barca.
Yeah, that's until Barcelona enter the fray again and take him again.
What, and get Casemiro from Real Madrid?
Yeah,
Oh, what? Chelsea for Casemiro?
Great, man.
Apparently,
wait.
apparently we're going to
Really?
drop a bid.
Chelsea want Casemiro and I want Aubameyang, and so do United.
Apparently, yeah, I don't believe it with us. You know what I'm saying? The Casemiro,
No, you've
I
actually
don't
made an
believe
offer. Fabrizio just said you made an offer. You've made an
What, for
actual
Casemiro?
personal terms. Yeah, like you've offered him a contract worth double his current wage of 200k a week.
it. Right.
Double his wages.
I'm surprised. You know why? Because we desperate. We don't have no choice.
But your
You know
club
what
is
I'm saying?
panicking, man. It is
Of course.
panicking.
It's because it's the time to panic.
As they should.
Yes.
As they
It's the
should.
time to
Flo,
panic.
can I ask you
Yes.
something?
Panic station.
I reckon if
now.
Leicester gave you Vestergaard, you take him right now.
We
this
would,
is
yes.
perfect
We just
time.
need
Odegaard's so
bodies.
shit, bro.
Give
Like,
me bodies. Yes.
Whack.
I don't care who. Like
I would be
you
taking
know,
advantage of my.
Southampton,
I think
bro.
what's
I
happening
was
now,
doing a
right?
bit
It's
of
all the
like-
super agents in the world are seeing United. They're taking advantage of going right. Let's get all of our deadwood to this club.
That's the common sense.
They've
If
been doing
you're
that for years.
agent, that's what you do.
Flawless.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they have exactly.
Fred was what 50 plus mil. Wan-Bissaka, 50 mil.
Go on, Ryan. What
You
do
know
you
what I
ask me?
mean? Can I
What do
ask
you
you
ask me, fam?
After watching Liverpool the other day, does it like give you like how much hope does it give you that you could genuinely get something against us?
As bad as you lot were, we're bad. It gives me blind hope. You know what I'm saying? And
If
Yeah,
you
don't
go
lie,
above
no.
Liverpool
Blind
this-
hope.
The other
after
day, I
Monday,
didn't
I
even
swear to
think-
God.
I was surprised how bad you lot were against.
No,
Palace.
but the thing
I'm
is,
not
the
gonna
other
lie.
day when I deep it, I thought first
Yeah.
half we were decent. We should have been 2 or 3 up by the time they scored. Like Nunez missed two chances, Salah missed a chance, Milner missed a chance, Elliott missed a chance. So we had chances, but we didn't
Yeah,
take
true,
them.
true.
And then
Yeah.
they have their first attack pretty much in this score because Nat Phillips' body positioning was all wrong in the
Shout out
highlight.
Nat Phillips, man.
Yeah, shout out Nat
Mhm.
Phillips.
Big
I
up.
actually like him, but still.
Wait, you like Nat Phillips?
That means he's shit.
Nah, Nat Phillips is all right. Nah, Nat Phillips
He
is
hates
cool,
Joe
man. He's cool,
Gomez.
but he's
Who's
just,
better,
he's
Joe
just-
Gomez or Nat Phillips?
Nah, Joe Gomez is still better, man. Allow it.
Oh,
like.
just making-
Apparently Gomez was still.
How does that make sense?
I was just
Apparently
asking you.
Gomez was still coming from a bit of a knock, so that's why he didn't start him. I expect Gomez to start against you.
Yeah, Gomez will probably start.
Yeah,
I would expect him to start.
but yeah, I don't know, man. Klopp just worries me at the moment. He's stressing me out.
Sounded like Klopp out over there, family.
Nah, I'm not Klopp out, but he's stressing
Swap him
me
for
out,
Rodgers.
Don't worry,
Odds
man.
on.
Get rid of
Fuck that.
Coco
Nah,
Crops. You'll be alright, bro.
Oh, Rodgers, no, man. Nah, I'm not having that again. I'm not getting battered 6-1 by Stoke City again, man. Nah, I'm not going back
If
to
it
those
wasn't for
days.
your legend, Captain Lead the Legend slipping on the halfway line in front of you, you probably would have
I
won a
said
league
it.
title
No,
with
that was
Rodgers.
just
We
a
got you in a
Suarez
couple of
carry
weeks,
job
Lewis.
that season. That was
Yeah, but you
literally
could have
just a
won it,
Suarez
though.
carry job.
I'm saying you was there when Gerrard slipped. You was right
Yes,
by
I
it. That
was.
was your side of the ground, didn't it?
Halfway line. Yeah.
He did the
I was
Nah,
there.
that was a Suarez
Oh,
carry
man.
job, man. It weren't Rodgers. Rodgers built the team around Suarez very well, but
So that's smart then.
What do you mean?
Know what I'm
You
saying?
signed Lambert. He signed all sorts of shit players. What
Where's
are you on about?
Balotelli.
Sterling there in Sturridge? You know what I'm saying?
yeah, but it was
Lazar
Suarez
Markovic.
mainly, bro. Suarez was on some
Yeah,
next
because
level
Suarez was
alien
quality.
shit
Like,
that season.
don't you build your what's it called? You
Yeah,
build your
Cam.
team around your best
It's
player.
Gabriel
Surely
Jesus.
Yeah,
that's the
he did
sensible
that
thing to
well,
do.
but like Suarez left and we finished 6th the next
Ah.
season.
yeah, I hear that. I get what you're saying. Yeah, because you
Like,
lost
come
a
on, man,
world
like,
class
it was
player, innit?
ridiculous. Suarez was he was the best player in the world that season. I keep saying it, he was. Like he was that
Wait, what
good.
season was this? What was the season again?
13,
What year?
14.
13,
Season he
14.
won nothing.
14.
Okay.
Suarez was on some
That was a
ridiculous
great
shit that
season,
season.
that 13-14.
Sure, man.
That was a
You know what I'm
great
saying?
season, that.
It fucking was. Say it again.
Who won a title that year?
Shut up, Babs.
Who won it,
I'm
Ryan?
just asking. I forgot. You you know Ryan? Was it Liverpool?
Listen,
Now they had
listen.
t-shirts saying champions
Listen,
2013.
City still don't have a European Cup, so whatever, innit?
Yeah, but at no point did we print t-shirts saying European Cup winners.
No way, did you lot print t-shirts? Who printed
No.
t-shirts? What fans?
13-14.
Yeah, man. They had like parades outside the stadium.
Who printed t-shirts? Who?
No, it was just
Liverpool
greeting the
fans.
Apparently
coach before a
Liverpool in
stadium, man,
13-14.
Nah, there was a parade, man. It was like a we're back kind of thing. This is how you.
like, I
then
don't
you
want
had
to
the
be
huddle with
reminded
Gerrard
of
made
and
a
the
book
players.
about it. That was
Actually,
it.
you
He
know
made a
what?
book
That season,
about-
when I deep it, that
What
season
was
was
it?
so much fun. Like, I can't even lie,
What
that
was
season
that
was
book?
vibes. Like, we were just scoring
Vibes.
goals for
Vibe
fun,
season.
man.
Let's go.
Yeah, we were scoring goals for fun. It was funny, man. Because we had such a shit defense. Like, we had John Flanagan, who was a shit right back, playing at
Skirt or
left
Agger.
back. And we got
Yeah,
within 2
you lot
points
made
of
a
the
book
title.
about finishing second. That was it.
We finished 2 points off a title
Made
with
a-
that.
You know what about finishing second?
They made a book about it. Let me put it up on the screen quick.
What do you mean they made a book?
That was
Whoa.
it. I remember that.
That sounds like something them lot up there would do.
Book? What do you mean? a
What on
book?
this Spurs is that?
What?
I'm trying to put it up on the screen. I don't know if it's up yet.
It's got 5-star rating. To be
it's
fair.
that guy off Anfield Rap, man. He's
Well, well,
fucking
one
deluded,
rating.
man. Nah, don't get me started about
Yeah,
that.
you lot
guy.
made a book
Oh
about
my
finishing
He's got-
word,
author.
nah.
Read
That's
the
not
rating.
author.
That's the most
And there's
shit,
2
honestly.
authors. It's got
Right.
1 rating.
Read
the rating.
Read the rating. Product
2.57.
rating.
One product rating.
It's probably
Oh,
Ryan,
yeah.
Ryan, I got
One
your
rating.
Christmas present, right? I got your Christmas present.
Oh,
yeah,
Go to the top
so
and read it.
bro.
I got your
Go back to the
birthday
top,
present.
press
Not
the
by
thing.
that guy, man. That guy
Press
tapped
product
the
rating.
most shit, honestly. Oh.
Am I blind?
Click that
Where
thing.
is it?
They
Click
should
It says
have
next to the
taken
5 stars.
Look at the
Oh.
discount.
Next to the 5
80%
stars.
discount. That's how you know it's bad.
Yeah, click that.
Oh my word.
5 stars.
Excellent book.
Excellent.
No.
In
Steve
Steven knows me.
2017. In
That's
2017.
just written by the author.
He knows
No,
me,
no.
mate.
And there's 2 of them. So
No,
either
man.
one of them couldn't be asked.
your club,
Oh,
Ryan.
Can you
is
do a
that?
page
Oh my!
preview?
No, it's that John Gibbons guy. He's deluded as well. Oh my word!
Sounds like you, Ryan.
Right there, sounds like
Oh.
BB to me. Yo.
Nah, those two
Sorry,
are
Paulus,
just
it's too
those
easy.
two are just pure top.
I don't
reds,
even think
man.
Spurs have a book for the Champions League final, so not even
Nah,
that.
those two are just pure
Man,
top
BB
reds.
to
I'm
me, yo.
telling you, man. Like
20 books have been sold, to be fair. There's only 2 more available.
Oh.
Hey Ryan, birthday, Christmas, that is you.
Don't
that.
get
Ryan, you got 2 left, mate.
£2.57 too.
Nah, you know you haven't got me a Jurgen Klopp book.
Bro, shut up,
Wait,
yeah.
hang on. Are you seeing the discount, bruv? It was initially £13.
That's what I said, yeah.
You got to shift
Oh,
them, man.
this
You
guy
gotta
wants
shift
to
them.
sell
meal deal
all
for
of his
less.
stock
You
like
get a meal deal
now.
for just more.
It was like, here you go, 80% off.
Meal deals are
You get
$3.50 now.
You got to shift them. You know
a-
what I'm
Make us
saying?
make us stream.
Nah, it's written by 2 top reds, man. I ain't reading that.
Is that when they all huddled round before Gerrard
Yeah.
said?
Yeah,
that
Gerrard
is-
signed
that
at
is.
the end of the sixth.
said
this
game,
is
man,
not
saying we
fucking
don't
slip
let
now.
you
It should have been
know
make
that.
us slip.
Why is Baz getting so much chest, man? He ain't want seeing his team win like nothing for like 17 years,
Nice.
whatever it is. No Premier
Nice.
League, no Champions League, man. At least I've seen my team win
nice.
both in the last 4
Yeah,
years.
keep speaking. I can't hear you from 12th place, mate. Go on, keep
Can
talking.
I ask you about? Can I
That's
ask you
funny.
about the atmosphere?
That's
I don't think
funny.
we got to speak properly on Saturday.
Yo, Babs, you're looking
What-
forward to the Champions League draw, bro. Same with you.
Yeah, I am.
Flawless.
The Arsenal women
When
have
is
got
it?
some
When
good
is
teams this
When
season.
is it? When is the Champions League draw?
I don't even fucking know, bro. I don't even
I don't know.
Why
Go on,
you
Neil, what
doing
you
that,
saying?
prick? You know what I'm saying?
How do you rate the atmosphere at the Emirates?
Neil just changing the subject. Like,
It was good. It was good.
Fine, we can keep
was
it
better.
there. You can keep
No, I'm
roasting
just
you,
saying,
Ryan.
man.
More than happy about that.
Nah,
But I just thought I'd change subject.
It was a lot better than normal. The atmosphere. It's improved a lot. Fans.
Babs, we have to talk. That atmosphere was shocking.
No, but that's where you're sat.
Genuinely,
You're sat next to the
genuinely-
thing.
No.
You're sat next to
Just
the kids.
Genuinely, I've got a good view from the away side. It was I was genuinely shocked how shit the atmosphere was. You had 30 seconds after the goal went in. You chanted at us for a bit. We give you a chant back,
Look
and
at
the
Lewis.
crowd just quiet. It's absolute. Genuinely, it was awful. And I'm not just saying that from we lost the match. It was terrible. And
From
I'm
all the
being
Arsenal
honest,
fans that were there, especially where
there
I
was
was
a few
sat,
ultras,
there wasn't
and they just
not.
clapped.
There was.
And there's about 12 of them that just clap.
Well, that's what
sing
they're
any
meant to
songs
do.
or
That
anything.
about the ultras.
It's awful,
They're gonna
man.
do
It's
that.
genuinely so bad. I'm
No.
not blaming you. I'm just saying in general.
I
the
don't know.
atmosphere
Where I was sat, the
so
atmosphere was good.
bad.
Where I was sat, the
No,
atmosphere was very
man,
good.
I can't. I mean,
So,
I had a good
because
view
you're
from
sat
what I
lower
was
tier, you're forgetting what you're sat. You're sat next to the kids on one side, and the other side is just old people.
But I can
you're
see
sat the
whole
closest you
stadium
can-
from where I
Yeah,
was
so-
sitting. I can see all the stadium, and I can.
The
and
main
also
main
with the
atmosphere is across the
about
North Bank
feeling it,
or upper
and
tiers.
the atmosphere was shit.
I don't know. For me, it was pretty good, and I was sat upper tier. And I'm not really one to hype up the atmosphere, but I would say
No, I'm
though,
not saying
your
you should,
fans
I'm
weren't
just
that loud either. But I'm not trying to compare Leicester to Arsenal.
Yeah,
fans.
but
I
our
think
fans aren't, and I'll admit that. But compared to yours,
think
we sound like ultras.
well, going to the game myself because I was obviously there as well. I think the atmosphere was amazing upstairs. So I don't know if it was a lower tier thing, but also I saw the people dancing and clapping and I don't know jumping around. So I don't know, man. Maybe it's because where you're sat, you can't hear as much. But from all the Arsenal fans that were there, they've all said the atmosphere was amazing. So I don't know, man. It's from wherever you're sat, you get the best thing. The thing about the Emirates is that the sound doesn't reverberate as much. So it's like wherever you're sat, you kind of hear it, and you can't hear the rest. Maybe that's why I can't hear the away fans most often.
Potentially, I mean, our fans aren't that great. We're a family club. That's how we are. We're not the most loud away, but compared to you guys, we sounded loud. And I was saying that to people around me. It's like, is it this bad? Last time I think I was there was 2018 for the 4-3. I think Friday it was. And it was better then, but it was not good at all. Again, I'm not saying that. Oh yeah, we're better. Obviously shit as well, but that's why I know shit atmospheres because KP is terrible, but Arsenal was way worse. And that was three times.
Maybe we need some clappers.
Yeah, we got rid of them now.
Yeah, we need them now.
Yeah, hold that, Babs.
It could be worse. It could be Anfield. You can hear like the announcers on the TV.
It's way worse.
Bro,
than
allow
Anfield.
it, bro.
Anfield is
You're
the
Anfield
other
bad?
one, and then it goes down.
Anfield is bad.
Anfield's
awful.
Arsenal's worse.
Bro, I was listening to the atmosphere on the TV for Anfield. You could hear the announcers.
I thought it was the magic of the Cop End. Everyone tells I've never been on
Flawless Arteta tried to recreate the atmosphere on the training pitch, man. Like
Using, yeah, that's a good point.
It was the
That's a good
song.
point. Hold that.
It was a
Bro,
song,
like,
and it
come on,
worked. To
man.
be fair, now
Hey, Ryan from
we got the 0-0.
4-0.
Ryan from the logo.
Now this is after the 0-0.
Ryan from
You
the
won
logo. and
4-0, bro.
This is before the 0-0, mate.
Right for
Was
the
it?
logo. Let's go.
Well, we won the second
Yeah.
leg anyway, so who? Oh, that was
Yeah,
when
but it
your
was-
fans were celebrating winning at Anfield 0-0 in that first.
No,
leg.
it wasn't. No. Like your fans are celebrating when they get to Crystal Palace. Oh, didn't happen, did it?
Like our fans are going to be watching the Champions League this season, bro.
From 12th place.
Don't worry, man. Don't worry, man. We'll rise up.
When you get to the top half, we'll talk again, Ryan.
It's probably going to be next week, let's be honest.
I don't know
This
if
week.
United beat them. It might not be.
Yo, I'm not saying anything for that game. In case those fuckers end up a point above us, man, it's going to be the worst nightmare, man. I'm telling you. We'll be in the fucking relegation zone, probably. I don't even know. Fuck's sake.
I went from
My
quadruple
days.
to relegation
Yo,
zone.
Klopp is stressing me out so much, man.
All right, why is Klopp stressing you out? Let's go, because that's your manager.
Yeah, why is Klopp? Alright.
Yo, Flawless
said it
is
in-
dipped, man. Yeah, fuck you, Flawless. But yeah, why is Klopp stressing me out? His stupid loyalty and overplaying of players. That's what it is. He's way too loyal to a lot of these players, like who are underperforming, and he's overplaying them. He's too stubborn with this. It's like Andy Robertson has been shit for time. Well, shit below par for time.
Define shit and
All
full
right,
time.
I say below par. Shit by his standards, because he set very high standards in the past few years, innit? Like for me, he was the best left back in the world for 2 to 3 years.
Where's Fuller's gone?
Yeah, he's fucked off.
I'll be
But,
back.
Nah, Andy
Okay.
Robertson's been way below par for time, and we've got a very good backup left back there in Costas Tsimikas. But Klopp refuses to drop Andy Robertson when he should, and I bet you Andy Robertson plays again on Monday. He definitely will.
Oh, you lot on the Monday night?
Yeah, we did Monday night game. Yep.
Yeah, Monday night. Fabinho, flawless. I said it. How long have I been saying Fabinho's
Actually
been
said
poor for time? Months I've been saying it,
Yeah.
but I've been called deluded by our fan base for saying
Because you're
it.
the
You
boy
are
can't-
deluded.
You are
A
deluded. Two,
broken
you're the-
clock is right
Well, I
twice a
was
day.
right.
You're the boy
Fabinho's
who
been
cried.
poor for
Yeah,
time, and it's
fam,
only now people
you're
are
right.
calling it
But
out.
you know what it is? You're the boy who cried wolf, innit? So you just don't have no credit in the bank whatsoever. That's the problem. That's
Sure.
your fault. Yeah, see,
And
no
then,
comeback in it. Look at you.
change
You know what I'm saying?
subject.
Stuck. Yeah,
Change
exactly. You
subject.
No,
can
but I was
step
right
in.
about this Fabinho thing. I've said it for time.
Yo, and we
And
give
now
you,
people
and you
are
was
coming
right.
out calling
Yeah,
him
you were
out.
right.
He
Yeah,
should be
you were
dropped
right.
as well. And
Agreed.
then, but Henderson should be playing in the 6.
And then who you're doing?
Fuck.
No, trust
And
me,
then-
bro. Henderson is
Wait,
a
wait,
back.
wait!
Oh.
Don't forget that.
Henderson
Who were the
as the
two
6 ain't
eights?
even
Who were
that bad.
who were the two? No, Ryan. Then who should be playing as the 2 8s?
Oxlade Chamberlain.
Keita and Alvey Elliott.
Yeah, innit?
Jesus.
Yo,
Darwin
bro.
Núñez,
there's the
boy.
Yo, when you're deep here,
that's the
Liverpool
most
have no
technically
midfield
secure
depth.
midfield we can play at the moment. Jimmy's still playing James Milner
going
in
for Tielemans,
2022 in midfield, man.
Yeah, Liverpool
Oh
need
my
Tielemans.
God.
You should go for
I take
Tielemans.
Tielemans, bro. I take fucking John McGinn at this rate, man. Like, I'm telling
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Some
John
respect on
McGinn.
John
Hey,
McGinn
hey,
would work.
I'm on my
respect
knees
on
for a
John McGinn.
midfielder, man.
John
Yeah,
McGinn
not
would work.
disrespecting.
Well, but-
We're
well-
not disrespecting John McGinn.
Well, basically, you can get John McGinn, but just a B-Tech version and Scott McTominay.
Oh my word, man. Nah. Allow that.
come get
allow-
Scott,
allow
man.
that, man. Allow that,
100%.
man.
I reckon Fred would play very well in Liverpool's midfield.
He's got that relationship
Yeah,
with
Fred
Andy
was
Robertson
Fred's top player,
player.
innit?
and
So,
Calvin
yeah.
Ramsey.
Fred would start.
Yeah, I like Fred.
It's not saying
Yeah, I
much
know
about
you like
you'd
Fred,
start.
man.
Yeah, I know.
Facts.
Yeah, but my
Do you
strike's
think
right,
Leicester have a better
basically.
midfield than Liverpool do?
Yes, but
At
they
the
aren't
moment,
performing.
yes. How mad is I'd love James Maddison. I'd love James Maddison out. Oh my god.
Just sign him.
Yeah, we should, man. He's actually one of my favorite players in the league. Like, I'm
He's
like
gonna sign a new
massive fan of
contract,
him.
so it'll be over 100 mil.
Nah, I'd pay it, man. James Maddison's
Sign
brilliant.
JM10
Brilliant
taken me.
player. Brilliant player. Yeah. It was going that City out. Bernardo Silva ain't leaving, man. He's City's best player and he ain't leaving. I thought he was going to leave, man. But yeah, what
Where's
can you
this
do?
come
They're
from?
gonna- I don't know. I was just thinking about midfield.
This guy likes City, man. You forget this. He likes City, man.
City more than Yanders.
Nah, I'm just
'Cause he's a
I
City
just
fan,
give
man.
City their flowers.
Mention
He likes
City
City.
more than
He's a
Yanders.
City fan
Give
because
City
he's
their
a City.
flowers, that's all
Because
it
he's a
is.
City fan. That's why, man.
No, I
He
don't
loves
Don't
think
you
City,
flowers.
man.
flawless. Don't try and hide it now.
So, Jan, no one
Don't
asked you
try and
anything.
hide it. I've
No, did
seen
anyone
you.
ask-
I've seen you.
You see me? What? Yeah, I was shopping. It's right near my
Well,
house.
it's
There's
like
an
I
Asda across the
say.
road. I can't shop.
I slander City. You know I slander some City
can't
players.
De Bruyne 17 on the back. I've seen it.
If I had a City shirt with a name, it wouldn't be De Bruyne. Come on, man. You know what I'm
De
saying?
Bruyne, man.
It would not be De Bruyne.
De
He would
Bruyne.
say,
Well,
kick me.
It wouldn't be De Bruyne. It'd at least be one of
Who
your
is it
ballers.
then,
ballers.
Haaland? Who have you got on your
Nah,
back?
flawless
Probably-
flawless turned up at the Etihad more than Haaland the other day, man.
It'd probably be if it was you not rate. Nah, I rate Cancelo highly, so it'd probably be Cancelo.
Really?
Come on, man. There's loads of City players you should rate highly, man. There are some that are overrated. I
Yeah,
said
but
it,
I'm not
there
like
are
you in it. You
other
know what I'm saying?
ballers.
You're always on your
Yeah,
knees for these
Cancelo, do you
guys,
want me to
man.
get you
Get
a
up off the
shirt?
ground.
You can come with me.
Who?
That's cute. Do you want
Yeah,
me
who
to
a
get
shirt?
it?
Nah, Ryan will do that. He'd love that. Take Ryan in.
No.
I know he would love that. See some
There we
proper
go.
football.
Yeah, if you get me a ticket, I'll pull up.
Oh my days,
100%.
Klopp's football starting to annoy me as
Yeah,
well. now
if you
you
get me a
mention
ticket,
that.
I'll pull up. I ain't wearing no shirt, but I'll pull up.
Yo, if she can get you tickets, she can get you a ticket easily for City, bro. Let's be honest.
Yeah, that's
man.
true. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not hard.
Shout me.
Hello.
shout me.
You should come to a Chelsea game, bro. You'd enjoy it.
Who, me? Come to a Chelsea game. Shout me. Why not? You know what I'm saying?
Why do you want to go to that shit?
Just run it.
'Cause I've never been to the bridge, innit?
I've
Man,
never
you
been
want
there.
to?
Well, you lot talking about with your meaty cop end and that's it.
Look, bro, look.
Fucking,
How
you'll
many
never
teams can
walk
come
alone
back
in
from
them
4-0
silence
against
for
Barcelona?
45
I swear you're
Barcelona,
fat. You pumping crowd noise. I swear that's a fact. They literally play crowd
the
noise.
great Arsene Wenger and Jose
Won't be
Mourinho said
surprised.
that Anfield's the most feared place to go to.
Yeah, they were deceived by the fake crowd noise.
That was years ago.
Yes.
We're in the 21st
Yeah.
Remind
century
me,
now,
have any
bro.
of you guys beaten Barcelona 4-0 at home in a semi-final? Just...
What does that got to do with
Nah,
atmosphere?
Yeah, what does that have to do with anything?
Oh, that was a great night, man. That's the best night of my life. I don't care.
Stop switching. Stick to the point.
Can we talk about the top four
man.
race for a second? Then? Who's getting top four?
Yeah, sure. Let's go into the
Leicester.
top four race.
Same as last season.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
So
as
same
last
positions
season.
as well?
Probably same order
Yeah,
as
same
well.
positions. Yeah.
So like
Same
Chelsea
order.
Probably
third.
the
Okay.
same order.
Yeah,
To
I
be
said
honest,
same order. Yes.
yeah, I
Same order.
don't know if we'll finish above. I don't think we will, but I think we can edge it again for Champions League. I reckon. I don't know. Just depends because we've obviously got a few injuries now, and we're playing Wolves at home, and we lose to them a lot at
Wolves
home.
are shocking.
It's just,
Wolves
I
are
don't know. It's the
shocking
start
at
of
the
the season. To be fair, I don't really like calling these predictions. Just I'm normally more comfortable in giving a prediction midway through the season.
Normally you're right, Sam, but this is Shameless FC. We
Yeah, I
just
know,
kind
but
of
maybe I'm
get
just
the
not
entire time.
shameless, my guy. Maybe I'm just not. Maybe I'm too reserved, but I don't know. Yeah, it could be the same as last season.
Do you think it's possible if Liverpool drop out of the top two?
We're so wrong.
No, I think that's an over exaggeration, personally.
If depends what Chelsea do.
It's
in
2
terms of their
games in.
business further. It depends on what they do in terms of business. Because I think
We need
they've
some
actually
players back
signed.
from
They've
injury.
signed good players, but they still need more.
Liverpool
So it depends
literally
who they
lost
get.
7-2 to Villa, and they still made it into the top
Yeah,
four.
we
I
still got
remember
third
how.
that season after
I remember,
losing
like,
6
how,
home league
like-
games.
Yeah, but United
People
had
get
second
sick
that year.
of
That
that.
season does not count.
Yeah, that season
Oh
was a
shit!
weird
Yeah, I
season,
forgot
man.
about that.
Yeah, I can't believe
Oh,
that either.
damn.
But here we are.
Yeah, so
I'm
that for
saying,
me,
I was
I'd
shocked.
say I'd say keep it on Liverpool. I'm not sure if they'll comfortably get top two, like everyone's saying. I think there's clear issues there. Like if Nunes
Yeah,
doesn't
that's fair,
adapt,
that's
then
fair
maybe.
enough. That's fair enough. Steve.
But yeah, I think top four it'll be the same teams battling. Maybe it'll be a difference in third and fourth. But personally, I think Arsenal, if we can get third or fourth.
I think
I
you
actually
can win
want third.
Europa.
I think Chelsea. I think Chelsea are vulnerable. I think Chelsea were good against Spurs, but I think without a goal scorer, they're vulnerable.
I think you're one of the favourites to
As
win
long as
Europa
our
for
back
sure,
five
Arsenal.
sorted, I'm confident that we can get at least top four. At least.
Yeah, but we've got a good back four as well now. I mean, it's not like we got a poor
Oh
defense.
yeah, Chelsea will finish.
No, but
Chelsea
for
will
you
finish
guys,
in the
I
top
need
four.
to see how you manage.
Oh yeah,
She'll
for
get to-
sure, Chelsea.
I'm
Chelsea
not sure,
finished
though.
top four comfortably.
I'm
I
not
need
sure
to
'cause
see
things
how
can change
Arsenal
quickly,
manage
man.
Thursday to Sundays before I say anything.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. We're
You
underestimating.
lot had one
when
game a
European
week and you
football
didn't make
comes
top
in.
four. I need to see how you lot do with.
Yeah,
two.
but that's why we've got a better squad now. So last season we had just one left back. Now we've got
So
two
you're
top
more
left backs.
confident in your depth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
but
if we can
handling
sign a new
Thursday,
right
Sunday
winger,
still takes some doing.
yeah, it does. But if you've got a better squad, you'll be better suited.
Still, I don't
Ah,
know.
Not
Well,
that
I've
you've got
And that's
European
only-
football this year.
I'm not
and
saying
it's
they're
gonna
out
be
of the top
tough
four
to try
race
and
or
compete on
anything. They
both.
are 100%.
Nah, the Arsenal
Yeah,
could
I
get it,
could
but I
see it in
still
practice.
think there's 4 teams better than them. at
I
the
don't think
moment.
4 teams are
And
better than
also,
us. I think
You,
it's
you
just
look at
maybe.
the managers. You look at Tuchel,
Yeah.
Klopp, Pep, and you've got
Conte.
Conte.
I don't see.
and
I don't
you've
look
got
into that
Arteta.
big. I don't think that's as big as people make it out to be. I'll say why, right? A lot of people will give Conte a lot of credit last season, deservedly so. He got top 4 for them. But I think it was less Conte's magician work and more the fact that they had 2 world-class strikers. right? Take Kane and Son
they
on
were
that team.
shit under Nuno. They were
No,
shit
because
under
they
Nuno.
that's because they
Totally.
weren't trying under Nuno.
Cam
But the
says
point
you
is, it
need
was
three
their
players.
brilliance that got them into top four, not Conte's like doing this magical tactical. No, it was them two there.
They
that
did
the
get
magic,
some
right?
big results though. Like they
Hang on.
came
Right,
to Anfield
exactly.
and drew and should have won. They beat.
Exactly.
Man
think
Yeah, no,
City.
I get that. But my point is, without the two world class strikers, you could have Conte, you won't get top four, because that's the key part.
But they
So
have
I
got
think,
Conte,
look,
and that's the main difference.
they do have
Right.
Conte, but I think this season over 38 games, let's see if they can do the Champions League Wednesday. And
Oh,
then,
they ain't doing
you know,
the Champions League, bro.
But
They're
that's
getting
my
Conte,
thing
yeah,
with
but
bro.
we had
Conte in
Conte
Europe.
in
Hey,
Europe, bro.
Conte in
Literally
Europe's a
had,
wrap. Yeah, Conte in
yeah.
Europe's a wrap.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
what's the point of being there then?
Yeah, it's like Arsenal being in Europe.
Same thing with you when you got
Yeah,
top
but-
four every single
Thanks,
year and
City
got
being
knocked
in
out by
Europe.
Nah,
Bayern.
but Conte gets
Liverpool-
knocked out group
Thanks, City
stages.
being in Europe,
Yeah,
man. Usually
group
they're not gonna do
stages,
fuck all.
first
We don't,
knockout
we don't
rounds,
even know the
knockout
group
round,
stage
same thing.
announcement yet.
No, yeah, not the exact same thing. None of you lot do anything in Europe anyway. It makes no difference.
Yeah.
Man, nice.
Well,
Mr.
apart
20 is
from-
packed
Apart
up
from me,
again.
Lewis, and
It's
flawless.
facts.
None of your teams
I'm
have done
saying
anything.
that. 20th is
I'm
all well
replying
and
to your
good. Go win a
point,
European
Babs.
trophy in your history. You know what I'm saying? And that, like, what
We
we
have.
talking about?
We have. Don't get me started
Oh,
again.
Oh yeah.
The
The
Cup
one
Winners'
that
Cup,
don't
yeah.
exist. Yeah, the one that don't
No,
exist.
there's one that doesn't exist. It was one in 2007.
Which one? What is it?
I've said it plenty of times. You know what I'm talking
I
about.
have no idea. I don't know what you're talking about.
I know what he's talking about, and it's so to
He knows what
dead
he's talking
point
about.
that he's talking
I have
about.
no idea what you're talking about.
I know what I'm talking about. And look,
I don't.
even
Go on, say it,
Neil
bro. Say it
knows,
with
mate.
chest.
I don't need to
know.
say it.
Please.
I don't
Yeah,
need to say it. You guys, it was a
Believe
historic
in
day in
yourself,
Arsenal's
man.
history.
Believe in your points.
I believe
You
in
don't
my
believe it.
team. I believe in my team. It was a historic day in Arsenal's. That team's in the Champions League this year.
Arsenal. No, you don't.
Right.
Yeah.
To reply back to your point, Baz, and you're like saying, what was it again about whether it was Conte's magic or the players? What was it again you said?
I think
Right.
that it was less Conte's magic and more Harry Kane and Heung-min Son.
Okay, I don't fully agree with that. I think that timing
He's
does
so
help to
respectful.
it.
Just call him a prick and move on.
It's
no,
too
he's
tired,
gonna
man.
get
Like, no,
comfortable
trust
with
me.
the group.
Trust
It's
me.
all.
Me and Babs have our say on group chats, and it gets more brutal than this. But I'm fucking tired, so I'm going to be polite.
That's the real shameless
Uh,
FC.
I think that it was more the timing of it and the fact that we played you 3 games left of the season. I think that was a whole team effort against you. We knocked a fuckload of confidence out of you. Like, you can't lie about that either. Your confidence was gone after we beat you. And then for those
I wouldn't
run of
say
games-
that. I wouldn't say it's confidence issues.
Nah,
I'd
it
say
was
it's
gone, man.
But
You
this is
should
what
have
I'd
seen
say.
yourselves
We
in
got you top 4
Newcastle.
last year. Kane, Son, Conte, amazing. We bottled it. It was in our hands.
Yeah,
we
but
bottled it. We gave you
Conte-
top 4. You
Listen,
could have beaten Arsenal
Can't
and we could have
relate.
still got top 4.
I
Right?
still
We could have.
don't
You could
like
have.
some of our defenders, man. And Conte played.
That's
a
the
part
point I'm
in that.
saying. No, that's
Yeah,
amazing.
but they
I'm
still,
not saying
they
he
still
played no
upped it.
role.
They upped their performance.
I'm
because
just
of
saying that
Conte's
your
style of play
strikers
with-
got you won you the games though. It was the strikers' quality. Sometimes your team wouldn't be too
Well, it's
good
the
and
fact that
Harry
we
Kane would
signed
bang on
Bentancur
top
and
bins.
Kulusevski
Or Son.
as well.
You made some good signings. We're not saying that
Yeah,
it's
we
just
made
a
some good
2-man team,
signings in a
but
short,
I think
panic
they were the
amount of
key
time.
people. I think they were a bigger part to play than people give them.
Of
Anyway, my
course they're
point
the key
being,
people. They're our best players.
I think they
What
were
do you
bigger than
want them
Conte.
to be?
I think they were bigger
He's
than
calling
Conte
him a
was.
prick without calling him a prick.
They're our best players, man. Of course they're gonna stand out.
No, of course they are, but I'm saying I thought they were a bigger impact than Conte was. I think people overestimate how much of an impact he had compared to what those
Well,
two players
then
were.
that's
Great manager, by the
what-
way. Great manager. So now this season, Conte has to perform again because he's got all his players. He's got more players he wanted. He got his wing back, if that was his wing back. He got his backup striker and players like that. So now you got to see him perform again.
I'm not.
You got to see if Conte doesn't get top 4 this year, what happens then? Does he stay at Spurs?
Well, realistically, I'm not sure because Conte, after like we lost to Burnley and then there was like a lot of doubts, Conte said some worrying things. So, to be honest, I don't want to say it, but it could be what we're both thinking. But
He
I
walks
think
away.
that ultimately,
He walks.
he could do. I can't lie, he could. But
That's the point.
if
You
we-
can't really
if we
build a
give him
project
new
around that.
contract extension. No, but if we give, I don't know if we're actually going to give him a new contract just yet. I saw rumors. I don't know how reliable they are. Like the same with Kane as
You
well.
shouldn't know.
He's apparently got a contract coming up. Yeah, contracts are a bit hit and miss, to be honest. Like Arsenal gave Arteta a contract, and it went like a complete U-turn after that.
Yeah.
So
It was the wrong time to
What do
give
you
him a
mean?
contract extension. It should have waited for the
Well,
summer.
he gave you a contract, and it just
Nah.
like
I
100%
could
should
see
have
what
waited for
I could see the idea. We didn't lose top 4 because of Arteta getting a contract. It was because our players were
No,
good
but
enough.
it's a bad indication. There was no need.
No,
to
it
give
isn't.
him
It's a
contract
good
and just wait for the
indication
summer.
because this is why Arsenal are doing better now because we gave them a contract that early, meaning we could start negotiating for players, saying to them, "Here's the manager next season. It's confirmed. It's done. no matter what
But
happens.
he was going to manage.
I think if you
You
guys,
are doing better now that you've won your first 2 games and where you
yeah,
are
exactly,
on the
because
table.
we've won our first
Well-
2 games because we got our signings done early, and those signings don't happen early if you don't get the manager's future secured last season. It's the whole
Well, this
point
is
is you
exactly
secure
the
a manager's
problem.
future, and then you get him on the project.
This is exactly the problem. Like, it's not just you, to be fair. So I'm not going to say on you, but like, on my timeline, other Arsenal fans that I know saying a chant that Arteta is going to bring you to Champions League when the season ain't even ended yet. Like, stop. Just fucking hold your horses.
But
every
that's
once in a
no, hang
while.
on, that's a chant though.
Fucking hold your horses. Yeah, hold your horses.
That's a chant, man. What's the point? That's the whole point. The
What
chant
do you mean
is
it's
the
a
idea
chant? You
is.
say, like, with chest held high, you're going Champions League. No, you're not. We're there. You're in Europa. Like,
How can, no.
my
They
point
say
is
we're
that
going to
you're
get to the
looking at
I like
Champions
this
League.
guy. I like this
They
guy.
say we're going to get to the
Some-
Champions
some
League, and you're going to be in the
really
Champions League and
good.
win what again?
Bruv,
I like
stop
this.
deflecting it. My point is that you
I'm
look
not
ahead
deflecting
way
anything.
too
I'm
much.
explaining the chant to
Yeah,
you.
you are. You're right. You're doing what every Arsenal fan does. You've got nothing else.
I'm
to
explaining
say.
the
You're gonna
chant.
say trophies to Tottenham. Oh wow, original.
I didn't say trophies though.
Legion of
When
the
did I say
Year.
trophies
Give
right
yourself
now?
a pat on the back, Babney. All right.
I've not
Stop
said trophies.
deflecting it. Right. You get too far ahead of yourself. That's my point.
I'm not getting far ahead. The chant is saying
You're saying you're going for
on
the
our
title
way
and
to
2
the
games
Champions
in,
League.
all
Not
that.
are we in the Champions League? It's on our way to the Champions League.
How long's that going to take then?
Hopefully a season.
One episode. Ah.
No, hopefully a season. Look, we'll get into the Champions League again before you win a trophy. That's what I'm saying.
What's that?
That's not a good
We'll get into the
achievement.
Champions League
Oh,
before you win a
fucking
trophy.
hell, bro.
That's what I was
It's
saying.
only been
That's
2
what I
years
was saying.
and I've seen trophies.
Yeah,
like
That's
that.
what.
you
You know what?
can't
I've
do
got
that
something
as
very. I've got something very
What we
nice
having
to
a
show you guys,
conversation
right?
about?
But listen, I think Spurs have had the time to shine. Fair enough, you know. The title contenders, dark horses, go to Stamford Bridge and scrape a 2-2 draw because of the referee, and you know the title horse.
contenders.
Oh, I've heard your fans say that all summer. I've heard your fans say all summer you're dark horses.
Oh,
I thought Perisic was the best left back,
Listen to me.
left wing back in the world.
Man
You
said
know.
that fuckwits. Listen to me. Let's go, Sam.
I mean-
Right, that's the energy we need here.
So you're saying
like
you're going to
that.
sign 5 players, spend 150 million pounds, and not improve?
Hey?
Are you going to spend all that money and not improve? What is just fourth this year? Is that just your goal? Get fourth again, same as last year.
What you on about without our transfer spending? Our transfer
You've spent
spending
all
was
this
to
money,
strengthen the squad
right?
depth.
You spent money, cool. So, for example, with that money spent, surely you want to improve, get third, win a trophy, or do something better, or is it just fourth again and happy?
Right, the squad that got us to right. I get what you're trying to say, and in my own opinion, I'd rather actually as well see some new faces in the starting 11, like sign out some. Fucking, I'm slurring my words. What time is it even? All right, cool. I'm gonna wrap it up.
It's 20 to 1, man. We understand,
yeah.
man. Don't worry about it, man. We decided some. Don't worry about it.
No,
It's
I
20
want to
to
see
1.
some standout signings, but you know, we're not Chelsea, we're not Man City. We don't spend this like huge, vast amount of money. We do it through either scouting or looking at player situations with contracts. That's how we got Kulusevski
Hey,
and
we've
Romero.
won the net spend trophy.
Okay, to
Shut
be
up,
fair,
Jan.
Erling Haaland, I'll give you that.
Shut up,
Nicky.
Jan.
Bye,
Shut
back,
up,
man.
Jan.
Don't hate,
Bye,
you
back, also.
dickhead.
Yeah, release
Don't
clause, I'll
hate.
give
Not
you
even
that.
hate.
Don't
It's just
hate,
nobody
yeah.
asked.
We won the
Nobody
next
asked.
bench trophy.
Yeah, serious.
We
Go back,
won
go
the
back to
Corona
sleep, man.
Cup.
You know
What's
what
your
I'm
point?
saying?
You go back
Sure,
on
man.
mute. Is there any reason
Sure.
for you to be talking?
Why?
Yeah, but
Why's your
Almost
face
at
on
the end of the
screen?
day,
Carry
our
on.
issue, Babs,
Shut
was
up, man.
that we literally had to rely entirely on this starting 11 and then some like absolute shit of players like Harry Winks. Well, I don't want to say Tanganga is, but he literally played like that last season. You know, we didn't have this opportunity to at least like keep the rhythm with squad depth. That's what we've done in our spending, and we can't really do this in an entire season. Like, let's face it, we can't do that, or an entire transfer window, right? So the fact that we've been able to actually strengthen squad depth, even sign Perisic, who I know you've got your opinions on him, but we needed someone like that as a wing back, especially as we struggle a lot with wing backs that don't cross, i.e. Emerson, right? These are the sorts of signings that you'd want to start off with to at least carry on with where you left off at, having that you finished in the Champions League. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I am. I do get what you're saying, but also I kind of feel like there's got to be a little bit of pressure to improve, or at least win a trophy. I think that has to be a big goal for Chelsea, for Spurs this year. Is if you don't win a trophy again under Antonio Conte, he wins all these trophies. It is seen as a bit of a failure.
Bruv, do you know what it is? I'm fucking sick and tired of this like whole. Listen, I want to win a fucking trophy. You can believe me and vouch for me on that one more than.
Do you think it's all or
Anyone.
nothing in terms
But-
of this season winning a trophy?
No, it's not all or nothing.
I think
It's right
it is.
now.
I really think it is.
No, I don't think it should be, and I'll say why. Because I think that we just made a mess of it for ourselves with Pochettino with this whole 5-year plan, and then nothing happens. Okay, consistent Champions League and a Champions League finalist. Okay, fine. But then you get Jose Mourinho, and that's all rushed. I just want us to do a little bit of both in, let's say, like a 3-year given time. That's what I'm thinking. And what oh God, what have you done now? What's
Thoughts?
The big six in the last 30 years.
Liverpool under surveillance, by the way. I have to
Also,
say,
can we put respect on Leicester for being in there twice as well? Thank you.
you
very
should
much.
you should be
Premier
there.
League
You're
and
the
FA
others.
Cup.
You're the others.
Are you not?
Oh yeah, we are the
wait,
other, aren't we?
you not
We should have a
including-
separate section.
You talk about Liverpool. You're not including 2 European Cups in that time as well. I'm just saying.
Nobody's.
Bro, this is
No,
I
'cause it
didn't
says
make the
Premier
graphic.
League and
innit?
FA Cup.
I just saw the graphic.
Two-
This is domestic trophies.
to just forget
domestic
about
trophies,
2
my friend.
European Cups in that. Like,
Yeah, I'm not doing this. I didn't make it. I just saw it. I thought I'd show. You know what I mean? But
Okay.
Liverpool
where's
under
the
surveillance.
Don't forget about
European
2 European Cups. Yeah, just saying.
This is disrespectful.
I think it's domestic
Wait.
trophies. It's kind of
Oh,
obvious,
what?
no?
Between 92 to 2022?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's not true.
Fucking hell. Is that how old football is? I didn't realise that.
No, it's since the Premier League started.
No, right. I suppose it is. Actually.
Oh, okay, so all the other teams that have won the FA Cup.
I just want to know your
Chelsea,
thoughts, man. I
Madrid.
see United have got trophies. I see
Well, no,
City got trophies.
that's
Chelsea
a
got
statistic
trophies.
that you've tailored to yourself for your own little laughs and agenda.
I'm not really. I've just got a
What do you
basic
mean I'm
stat.
not
You know,
really?
this is the
What?
big six,
Zero-
isn't it?
Zero FA Cups for Tottenham, but Tottenham have won it 8 times.
No, but in
you
the
know
last
what?
30 years,
I'll
you haven't
give
won it
the
once.
benefit of the doubt, let you have your little laugh before you go to sleep.
I don't need to laugh about this. I've seen it. I laughed about it plenty of times. It's
Bro,
nothing
you're
new to
laughing
me, is
in
it?
your breath right now. I can hear it. Right, it's the same.
Of
old
course
thing.
I am. It's funny, you know. You got all these teams, and you got Tottenham.
Yeah,
zero.
it's funny that you've just decided to like cherry pick 92 till 22. That's very clever.
Well, what do you want me to go back to the 1950s for you, mate? Shall I go back?
Well, at least that's where.
Does that
football
suit you?
actually-
Will you get one FA Cup if I go back to the 1950s?
Hang on a second. Why haven't you put League Cups there? Hey, I've seen us win 2 League Cups in my lifetime. No. This is flawed. This is fraudulent stats. Fraudulent. I wouldn't even be shocked if you made it yourself, Babs.
I didn't make it, bro. My name's not Chris, so I didn't make it. I just seen it.
Well, do you know what? I might
Yeah,
just
but you're
call
more
you Chris
shameless than
from
this
now
on Twitter, Babs.
I am. I should have tweeted this myself.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So this is right up your street.
Yeah, but it's Liverpool under surveillance, you know. I only see one league title.
Yeah, when you take, it's not like we haven't won.
We got
the
one of
Even
them.
Arsenal have got
Club
3.
football
Even
twice
Leicester.
in that
So
game.
your great team has got the same amount of titles as Leicester.
Yes, and we've got
26
2 European
Surveillance.
Cups, the biggest trophy in club
Surveillance.
football at that time.
Yeah, but you have to dominate your league as well. Surveillance. One league title, same as
2
Leicester.
European Cups, champions of Europe twice in that time.
Yeah, but you're not just a European team. You're a Premier League team, and your own league you've dominated
yes, and we're
once.
also a European team.
Out of
European
30 years.
trophies count.
I'm just saying, you know what I mean? It's a bit of
European
surveillance.
trophies, my biggest trophy in
I'm
club
just saying,
football,
I'm just
man, and
saying.
we've won it twice in the last 30 years. So
Man City have got 6 times the amount of league titles.
yes, and they've got no European Cups.
It's
They've done
coming.
fuck
Don't
all
worry
in
about
Europe.
that. It's
Who's
coming.
that?
Stal
we've
Bucharest.
won-
Wait, what's
is
coming
more
back to
relevant
back?
in
I'm
Europe
just
than
saying.
Man City, bro.
You heard
Yeah,
exactly
wait.
what I said. You
That, I
lost
need to
it.
make sure that you confident in Manchester
Yes,
City. That
that's
sounds
me.
right. You say
Come on,
back-to-back
back to
Champions
back.
Leagues, yeah? What,
Yeah.
this season and the season after?
My
Hey,
Jan's
somebody
actually
clip that.
back in the team, man.
Somebody clip that. Somebody clip that, please. Say that
I
again.
don't know when it's coming, but it's coming back to
No,
back.
get to
I reckon they'll probably
what's
win
coming
it
back
this
to
year,
back.
you know.
What are you talking about?
The,
You know what I'm saying?
the Champions League is coming to the Etihad back to back.
When so 2022,
I'm not sure
2023,
yet.
you heard it
I'm
here.
not sure yet.
All right,
Oh,
cool.
the UEFA doing a trophy.
Yeah, and there'll be no
Right.
fans there to celebrate it. So, like, what's the point, innit?
Well, it's just going to be me and Pat, as usual. Here's what it is.
That's
No,
all
to be
Man
fair,
City fans have.
I actually think you'll probably win it this season. To be honest,
Oh, here goes the City
Oh
fan again.
my
Jesus
God.
Christ, you're getting a City
No,
shirt.
no, no.
Fucking hell.
they're getting
Get off your
closer,
knees,
Eddie.
man.
Nah, they're
What
actually
I'm saying,
no,
man.
but
Jesus
they're getting
Christ,
closer
how
to
disrespectful.
winning it.
This guy, oh, wow. What's wrong with you, man?
They're getting
Fucking hell, I
closer,
know,
bro.
man.
Like, there's no
Sound
point
like
denying
what
it.
you would say.
Always,
Like,
all the time, man.
They're getting closer though. There's no point denying
Oh,
it. Like,
it's
they're
all
getting
close
closer to winning it.
hype. Well done, innit? You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
they lost the
Listen, you
final.
dickhead.
Close
Are you
hype.
even
saying.
close to the top of the
Close
league?
hype.
Bro, they lost
If
the
you got close
final.
to top
and they
4,
were
it means
literally-
fuck all if you don't get it.
Yeah, exactly.
They were
Close
literally
hype.
2 minutes. They were
Know what I'm
literally like
saying?
2 minutes away from getting to a final last year.
Yeah, 2
And they
minutes
would have
away.
We
been
were
well
winning
literally
done.
the
half an
final.
hour away from getting top 4. Don't matter.
Yeah,
you get it or you
was a
don't.
few minutes away from an unprecedented quad. How did that turn out, Ryan?
Shut
How
up,
did that-
Flo.
Exactly. Hold that.
Exactly, innit? Look at you, still upset about it. Look at you. Sure.
We were. You know, I was thinking about it
Oh.
earlier on today. You know, I was like,
I know
we
you
were
was.
so
Did you
fucking
cry?
Close.
Yeah, so
we were
close,
so
yet so far.
close to doing something so unprecedented. Oh,
We
my
So
were saying,
unprecedented.
Why? I'm
unprecedented.
saying, why? Just
Brilliant,
so
that.
unnecessary.
Amazing.
This is who
What
have
did
thought
Jan
this
say?
graphic?
Actually, move West Ham up because I like West Ham.
Yeah, sure, man.
Fuck
You know
West
what I'm
Ham.
saying? Yeah,
Why
fuck
do you
West
like
Ham.
West Ham? I don't mind West Ham. Still.
City like West Ham.
If you look close enough, you might even see Liverpool.
My guy with the donation.
This is
saying,
a great-
How
this
can
is a
Jan
great
be
point.
confident of UCL's back to back?
Don't even comment on
worries
that.
about
Mute
City
Flawless.
games against
Mute
Norwich.
This
Flawless.
is a great. I'm asking this. This is, yo, it's a super
Lewis,
chat.
I
This is
can't
what
hear
it's
you.
gotta
Mute
do.
Flawless.
Yeah, I'm saying,
Yeah, so Winter
Winter
Surfer said, how can Jan be confident of
me in the
UCL's
corner.
back to back, but then worries about City games against Norwich and West Ham? That's a very good question.
Good point.
Jan.
Yeah, you be worried that Chesterfield at home in the FA
Listen,
Cup
yeah,
third round.
when
You know what I'm
the
saying?
UCL
Listen, yeah.
We'll have a Champions League pie at my house. You're invited.
All right, I'll be there. Just
Yeah.
make sure there's liquor and weed when I'm there.
There will be.
There'll
Not
be
weed.
more. There'll be more people there than at the parade or something, innit?
That was good. That was good.
There'll be more people there than the
Right,
parade.
good.
man.
Couple from
It
the
would
logo,
be
you know.
can't lie.
if that was actually
Yeah,
based
just
on
don't
it.
invite. Hey, yeah, make sure you don't invite Ryan. No, I'm there.
I don't want to go
Why
to
ain't
a
they
fucking
invited?
party
What?
celebrating City winning the
Cool.
Champions League,
I'm going
man.
because there's
Allow
liquor
it,
and
man.
weed there. That's why I'm there. You know what I'm saying? If liquor and weed like that's what I'm there for. I ain't
Bro,
there to
they'll
see
probably
you.
I'll be honest as well. We're gonna get a City Liverpool final coming soon, you know.
Nah,
Champions
we're
League.
not.
Yeah, and he's gonna be supporting Man City. Fucking
Yeah, he
fool.
will be
Bro, it
supporting
should have
Man
happened
City. He's
twice already.
fraudulent, yo.
It should have happened
You'll
twice
have a
already.
half
It's coming
and half
soon.
score.
He will.
Yeah,
Promise
it
you,
will.
the next 2
Trust
years.
me, Lewis.
He is
That's
one of these.
perfect.
He's one of
He'll
these
have a
half and half
score.
wallads. That's what he is, isn't it?
Yo,
He a
you can
half-
put me
You'll
on
get
full
Pep
screen
to
for this.
sign the
You
Liverpool
can
half.
clip me for this. In the next 3 years, there'll be a City
Full
Liverpool
screen, your
Champions.
screen ain't even on, bruv.
Yeah,
Yeah,
seriously.
because I'm on my phone, innit? I'm on my phone because my laptop was playing up. I
It's
promise
better that your picture's not there.
Laptop bottled it.
you can clip
Just
this.
like
Well,
you
if
go
In the
to
next
Palace.
saying you'll have to.
in
You
the
can-
next 3
No,
years,
you
we'll
just
see a
lie
City
down. I ain't
Liverpool
trying to see your
Champions League
face either.
final.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, yeah, my face
listening.
is not on there, so it is
Good.
what it is.
Keep it that way, innit? Yeah,
I
moving
know,
on.
it
You
is
see out
good.
the corner, innit? Keep it,
It is
moving, innit?
good.
Yeah. And mute yourself, innit? Yeah, there we go.
The
Excellent.
Etihad's always more full than the bridge because we've got more seats in the stadium, but
Yeah, hold on,
agenda
Lewis,
is
hold on.
better than facts, isn't it?
You're not even listening to you, so you don't care.
To be
Listen,
fair, a lot of people in the Etihad aren't even City fans though. Like that's the thing. Like the Champions League semi-final against Real Madrid. Like one of my best mates is a Real Madrid fan. He went and sat in the home end, and he told me that there were so many Real Madrid fans in the home end. Like you can't even sell out a semi-final to your own fans at the end of the day. Like Champions League semi-final, the biggest game your club the biggest home game your club
Yeah, the biggest
can play in.
home game in Europe. No one gives a shit. It is what it is.
Yeah, and you couldn't
City
sell it out
have-
to your own fans.
Yeah, but the thing is, even if we don't sell out and there's 3,000 Real Madrid fans in the stadium, there's still going to be more fans than at Anfield at home game where you sell out.
Yeah, but we sell it
So,
out to our own
relevant.
fans. Like you don't, you sell out to like other.
No, if
like,
people buy
not
tickets,
really,
they buy
mate. Yours is
tickets. The
international
way
as fuck.
City sell tickets, they sell it to season.
Nah, but I'm
ticket
saying there were
holders,
loads of Real
and
Madrid
then
fans
they
in the home
don't
end for that
go
game.
on general sale. So if I buy a ticket and give it to Flawless, that's a Man United fan, but a City fan has still bought that ticket. So City
But
fans have bought
our
them
home games
tickets
never go to
and
general
resold
sale.
them.
Our
Yeah,
home
but
games
if
never
you
go
can
to
buy a
general sale.
ticket for 50 quid and sell it for 100, people will do that.
That's what I need to do. Is that what City tickets are like? I'm in the wrong
Oh,
business.
bro, you can get it in
People-
cereal
people
boxes,
resell
bro.
it.
Just go, bro, just go
The
to the
thing
Asda
is,
across
business
the
model,
road.
Ryan,
Get a
Ryan,
cereal box
that-
for
that
£1.99 and it'll
game
be in
sold
there.
out with season tickets, with City fans.
Yeah,
and
Ryan's
City
shooting
season
today.
ticket
Let's
holders.
go.
Ryan's
So
on fire,
when
man. I
people
can't
resell
lie.
it, they resell it.
Yes, yo. This
Yeah,
guy's
but
got cover
the
from
thing
logo,
is,
yo.
yeah, I
He's on
don't
fire like Man
mind.
United playing
You
football.
can take the piss out of City if you want, but just at
We
least
will.
use facts. Like,
Yeah,
don't
we will.
come with
It's a
random
Shameless FC.
agendas.
Yeah, use it.
City have more fans than Liverpool because your fans, in terms of the stadium, we have more seats than you. So when we're
Yes,
Hold
I
on,
mean,
Ryan.
90% full,
like,
it's still fuller than an 100% full Anfield. So that's what I'm saying.
so
Chelsea
yeah, but you
fans
don't
were
fill
laughing
yours
the other
out.
day
We see empty
because
seats
City
everywhere.
only got.
There's a reason
No.
it's called the Etihad.
Listen,
let's be
yeah,
honest.
but it's based. Oh my god, okay. There's no
There's a
point having
reason
this
it's called the
conversation.
Etihad.
This is great.
It's
yo,
like
let's go.
trying to explain to a toddler. Like, if you're not going to listen to the facts, then I don't want to have
I'm
this
just saying there's a reason it's called the
Chelsea
Etihad,
fans,
man.
yeah, because random fans have jumped on this agenda based on 0% facts.
No, it's because we see the
And they're
empty
running with
seats in
it.
the stadium.
Okay, but you've not been to the Etihad.
Those sky blue empty seats, man.
Wait, what is this
We all
troll
see 'em.
football content?
Yeah, man.
Those
This
sky
is
blue
This
empty
is
seats,
shit.
we all see 'em, man.
Chelsea fans were laughing at City at the weekend because we got 53,000 and they had something like 46,000. But they're laughing
Yeah,
at us
but they
because
sometimes
they
you
don't
can't help
want
wrong
Why are
because
we
they can't
getting
see the
dragged
ticket
into
load of
this?
shit.
Hey, because you deserve it, Lewis.
James,
It's 'cause
Yeah,
it's
but
your
because
fault.
People genuinely
James,
need
yo,
Chelsea
you
to
did
get
it.
more fans.
It's your
Drag
fault, Lewis.
everybody in.
And
It's
it's
your
Yeah,
not
fault,
but
Lewis.
Jan,
We don't
sometimes
even
they can't
have to say
and
that
it's
like
attend
it's
never
a
ever
show.
been true either. Even when we had no
Yeah,
success
Jan's
or
gone.
whatever.
And you could just see
Yeah,
a
that's
hand
on
waving.
man.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
you
not
could see a-
personal now.
So
could
it
just
is
see
what
a-
it is.
It's like the
There's
hand
no
that the Adams
point
family
in
was
this
running
Like
around.
and subscribe, all that stuff.
It's just a dumb
Everyone's getting
thing. Go
RKO'd,
research
bro.
it.
What the
Go
fuck?
research the
No,
highest.
but
Go do your research, Ryan.
We'll
Man.
not
Do
see
your
Liverpool.
Google.
I've done my
Do your
research.
Google
I've got
stuff.
You
eyes.
all
I've got
say.
eyes. I've got 2 eyes, man. I don't need
Nah,
to
you got
look
4
at
because you
anything.
would never mind.
Well,
I've
maybe
got
you
2
need
eyes
to.
and I see
Maybe you
empty
need
seats
to
at the
actually
Etihad.
go because I've got 2
Got
eyes.
more eyes
And I'm
than
in the
Liverpool
stadium
have
and it ain't
trophies.
empty, so it
It
is.
is empty, man. We all
I'm
see
not going
it.
to tell you about Anfield.
Ryan,
That's
how you get
Oh,
ripped
you
apart
missed
by
the
Jan, who's
golden-
just sat down
Jan, you
sleeping?
missed the golden
Those
opportunity.
Yeah,
sky
she's
blue
got
empty
one eye
seats,
Where's the
man. We all see
Specsavers?
it.
She's
Come on.
lying down and ripping you apart, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, this panel's
Switch
got
your
more
camera
people
on,
on it
bro.
than the Etihad gets on a match
Ryan,
day,
put
man.
your
I love
camera
it.
on.
Oh, I want to see his face. You know what I'm saying? But he's on fire tonight. I give him his credit. He's done
Yeah,
good.
he's been good tonight.
He's
Bro,
had
my
a
team's
couple.
in the
He's had a
mud
couple.
anyway. I'm just gonna fire
He's had a
shots
couple of
at
cans, that's why.
Oh, is that what it is? You had a couple Budweisers or something? Is that what it is?
me.
Yeah, you. You said you've had
Nah,
a
nah,
couple.
nah,
Carlsberg.
nah, man. It's
Carlsberg.
That's some shandy.
that's actually quite funny.
Right, we're going to wrap up the stream anyway. We've been going for over 2 hours. It's been a brilliant episode of Shameless FC. We'll be back again next week, same time. Well, probably not the same time, but we'll be back sometime next week. We'll figure out when. Big up everyone that's locked in. As always, like and subscribe. Everyone's socials, everyone's Twitters, YouTube channels, all down in the description below, so check it out. Like and subscribe, and yeah, up the Chelsea. And